Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Tenwin, Lord Brown Bear, good to have you in here. Let me just get this mic adjusted properly. Okay, looking good. All right, let's dive back in. Hope y'all are having a glorious morning, glorious day. Oh, yesterday was long, and I have been looking forward to today getting another session of Avowed in. Why is there an enemy? What the fuck?
Here we go. Show me what you got.
Oh.
Good fighting.
So I take it that when the guy tried to leave, it didn't work. O Lady of Lament, if you could read this, please ferry my brother safely from the stormy tides. He's gone to seek his fortune in faraway land. He is worth more to us than any treasure he could bring home. Well, I was not expecting that. Statue of Lament, you can stay underwater 100% longer. Oh, good to have. That'll be useful whenever we have to dive somewhere. You gotta double tap corpses before you camp right next to them. There weren't any corpses here when I exited the game, Lord Brown Bear. The beautiful statuette of a crying woman, carved from lapis lazuli and moonstone, represents Andra, the Lady of Lament. Holding it brings a deep sense of sorrow and a near unbearable weight of countless forgotten memories. The gift bearers of Andra consign trinkets and belongings to the depths to relieve their owners of sorrowful memories, never to be burdened by them again. Having this statuette in your possession makes diving into waters deep a much easier task and a valuable ability for those who dive to the ocean floor and pilfer all that the gift bearers have sacrificed to the waves. So it almost sounds more like this is whale fucking with Andra rather than Andra actually. So wait a second, if I were to... Okay, so yeah, it does take the spot of our amulet, but if I... Okay, yeah, that definitely seems like it's lasting longer. That does make me wonder, like, what might be hiding in the water, then, as far as this game goes. It's something I've been wondering pretty much since the beginning, but now that we have an item that doubles the amount of time you can spend underwater, and it explicitly even mentions an invaluable ability for those who dive to the ocean floor and pilfer all that the gift bearers have sacrificed to the waves, really makes me wonder what might be hidden in this game. All right. Now, where were we? Ancient memory, which we got. We can't go any further out this way. We still have that waiting for us over there. We cleared the strangled Adra. Shadowscarp Gate Beacon. Surprised that that's so close to the Zaret village. I don't think... Yeah, Plateau Junction. So we can't really get over here either. So really, the only quest remaining that we've got is over here. River Fork Beach. That's at the bottom is the problem. So yeah, Woodlands Outskirt is going to be the closest point. Surprise, monster. With how often you kill things, you may have missed it. I don't know, man. Dude, so... We literally saved and exited where we were talking to that Andra worshiper. That I literally made the point of him being the only Andra worshiper that we've had that hasn't been a total asshole. That was where we left off. I saved at that point, and then... And now there's enemies here. No. Give me that essence. All right. I mean, I'm not going to complain if the game wants to give me more experience, but... And I don't know. I know some people have complained about the combat system, but I think the combat system is perfectly fine. I understand why you spontaneously find Dream Scourge enemies, but where are the skeletons coming from? I don't have a fucking clue. He said we were looking for a root-strangled tree. I'm guessing it's that up there. Yeah. Search the tree for evidence. Oh. I can hear something. Written in a precise and careful hand, this note seems to set up a meeting in another location. Assuming you find this letter intact and in time, before you go further, make sure you haven't been followed to this location. Having stalked bandits in this forest before, I know the usual level of care you people take, and I generally find it lacking. Once you're certain you weren't followed, come to my camp at the mouth of the river southwest of Fior. We'll discuss how you can further help me bring order to the valley. Don't make me regret our accord. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't tell me this that it really has been Lodwyn fucking with the Rangers this whole time. Whenever people bring up order and control and all that shit, it always seems to be somebody doing something stupid. Let's go ahead and mark that one as the one that we're... she's down in the valley, isn't she? Yes. But we should be able to... Okay. Oh, so that tent is hers. Interesting. Fastest way down is going to be over there where that tower is. Let's go over there. Just gotta dive down. Yep, here we go. Is it really? No, is it Dorso? Looks like it's her. Yeah, no, it's her. All right, what's going on, Ranger Dorso?
Envoy? What are you... Huh. You're full of surprises. I was expecting someone else, but I think this could work out better for both of us.
It was you the whole time. You were the traitor. Considering that Lodwyn doesn't need to sleep, she could be getting all sorts of shit done while you're resting and side questing. That is true. Crazy undead bitch.
I'd prefer savior if we're handing out epithets. Once you hear my side, Envoy, I think you'll agree I was only trying to help.
I take it you're the one who killed Minato.
Unfortunately. I didn't want to, but he forced my hand.
More people trying to assist in Avowed is wrong for whatever reason. Had multiple people trying to claim Avowed isn't even RPG because you can't kill people randomly. Tend to be very quiet when you point out that means the Dragon Age Origins wouldn't be an RPG either. Yeah. Now that I think about it, Origins is a good comparison as well. CRPG type developer transferring to a first-person / third-person RPG experience. Still very scripted. The world is not meant to be living in the sense that you're constantly watching everything go by, but living in the sense that your actions have consequences and things start to change as you interact with the world.
I thought I was clever. Skimming a little extra pay from the coffers, surveying the city's weaknesses, laying caches for my friends.
She's an infiltrator from the Steel Garrote, isn't she?
But it was like Monato had eyes in the back of his head. Nothing got by him. I tried to explain, but he couldn't understand. Wouldn't. He'd completely closed his ears to reason.
So you killed him for it?
Poor bastard was always too principled for his own good.
Wait, were you working with the bandits who kidnapped Varan?
After a fashion.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, no, Kai, like, if she ends up being an Adiran spy working for the Steel Garrote, it's going to be a lot harder to justify killing her because my character's still very pro-Adiran. But if she's just working with bandits, I'm going to hand her head on a silver platter to the Ranger Captain.
They were a means to an end. Don't tell them that. Everyone likes to feel special.
Well, I mean, they're all dead now, so...
They were supposed to kill Verano, but... I guess they figured they could get more coin if they ran something back to us instead. Idiots. I'm preparing Emerald Stair for Adir's arrival, obviously.
And she is.
Your people have already pacified Paradise. With contracts and clean water, with promises of safety. I want to be safe. I want all of us to finally be safe.
You've got a hazy picture at best, Dorso. The Envoy was still killed in the street, and Ludwig's idea of pacified is anything but.
And I know what empires do, Envoy. They expand. Your soldiers would have come here sooner or later.
I mean, from the sound of it, Lodwyn's already hiding in the forest somewhere. We just don't know where.
I'm helping us avoid resistance and bloodshed when they do.
I want to put effort in. Honestly, I could accept I don't like the devs as a reason. They keep putting stuff on the game unfairly. Yep. Like, you've had some legitimate criticism, Lord Brown Bear, as have some other people, but a lot of the attacks right now are just, I think, people dogpiling on the fact that some aspects of Avowed do not feel don't feel modern enough is not quite the word I'm looking for, but advanced enough. But that seems to be giving a little too much credit to the whole gaming has regressed in the last few years. I mean, gaming has in some aspects. We don't even need to talk about some of the business practices and some of the other shit that Microsoft and the other companies are working on. And Ubisoft is mere existence is a indicator that things are going wrong. But I don't think Obsidian is quite to blame for that one. Why would you betray the Rangers like this?
Fiori's wasting away, Envoy. Animancy isn't helping us anymore, if it ever did. But no one in the city wants to admit it.
So you murder your own?
Our crops rot in the fields, bears turn to beasts and attack on sight. The very earth disintegrates beneath our feet.
I think in one criticism, I feel there's a single writer who keeps writing the military women as overconfident smugglings, and it's infuriating to me. I see some of it. I see some of that, Lord Brown Bear. At the same time, we've been running into smug characters across the board. It's just that, yeah, the modern proclivity with, well, we want to be gender inclusive, so we're going to have a lot of female military soldiers, means that you're going to have a lot of arrogant asshole female military soldiers. So at least they're doing that. It's still being gender equal. I have a feeling these characters would still be assholes even if you switch their genders around. So it's not like that particular area is going to be a problem. It's also a frontier. Yeah, no. I don't have a problem with that. And Aora does not... Aora from the ground up has not really had sexism as an angle, aside from people just being idiots. It's much more been about the aspects of the soul and the race issues between the various groups and the cultural issues between the various nations. I think Obsidian did a good job of treating it like most fantasy series where it's just like, yeah, we're just going to set aside the whole sexual dimorphic aspect of biology and just not give a shit about that at all. Let's just set that aside. That is a fantasy universe. We're not dealing with it.
I think it's time we accept help from someone stronger, wealthier, better organized. From Adir. Then we can turn things around like Paradis has. Maybe then we can be safe.
I mean, Ludwin works for my second character. I intentionally set him up to be an ex-lover of Lodwin. Especially after death by game allows you to specify that. The game doesn't just let you say it, but actually change what Ludwin says later. Oh, God, no. Okay, that's interesting, but I would never want to do that. You'll have to, once we get past that point in the game, Tenwin, you'll have to let me know how that goes. I don't want any spoilers now, but once we get past that point in the game, please let me know how she responds with that one, because that sounds hilarious.
But Vidarro, Quilici, Captain Asierno, they're too proud. They won't do what must be done. So I'm doing it myself.
See, this is what I want to know. If she's just doing this on her own, then she's just an idiot. Like, Adir does not appreciate people acting on their own interests, but not having a plan. If she's not in contact with anyone official, then this is just, It's not a lore complaint about gender. I mean, specifically, a writer seems to enjoy this attitude for some reason. It's more noticeable in the female characters. Okay, yeah, I can see that.
I'm not an official asset, just an enthusiastic ally.
Ah, so you're the useful idiot who would probably be the first person up against the wall if Lodwin needed a scapegoat. Wow, you're dumb.
But I did meet the captain of the Steel Garrote. Alfir, she said her name was.
Smaller things like the office after you capture the assassin where she says she vaguely remembers you and then ends the conversation when she leaves and that she wasn't expecting you, but she's somewhat happy to see you. Ah, okay. We'll say when we get to bigger things. Thank you, thank you. As I said, no spoilers now, but we can bring it up later.
They appeared out of the fog a few nights ago, late, hours before dawn. There were so many of them, I was certain they were going to kill me.
No, both. Okay, that's just us playing the idiot. That's bullshit. So you rolled out the welcome wagon to save your own hide.
I was alarmed at first, but then I spoke to Alfir, and she changed my mind. Captain Alfir is strong, determined, organized. She's exactly what we need to save Fjord. She has a vision for how to save the valley from itself. A vision I can believe in.
I mean, it's going to come down to stop using animancy and we kill all of the animancers. Yeah. You know she was thinking other things. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe too. Let me put it this way. A few characters don't seem to be able to appear confident without seeming rude or arrogant. Okay. No, I can understand that. I can understand that from a writing perspective. Or at least having issue with it from a writing perspective, I should say.
I found them a place to hole up. No one is going to find them until it's time.
Oh, boy. What do you believe the Steel Garrote are planning to do in Emerald Stair exactly?
They're going to put a stop to the animancy.
I...
The animancy that's sickening our fields, driving the animals mad, polluting our souls.
See, this is where my character might argue, because my character is still very loyal to Adir, but he knows from the Emperor's own prescriptions that animancy is not what's causing this. This shit is bigger than just a couple of dipshit animancers fucking around with pumping essence into their plants.
And maybe it will end the Dream Scourge.
Dorso, you are aware that like a third of the population of this city is animancers. You do know what the Steel Garrote is going to do to them, right? She's blaming the Dream Scourge on animancy, but animancers are the only ones who are able to diagnose it. He knows that the animancy isn't tied to the Dream Scourge. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, if there's one thing our character knows before he even enters the Living Lands, based on what we've heard through the Imperial Court and the mission given to us by the Emperor, is that the chance of animancy being the issue is not high on the list. He doesn't actually know that the sickness from the ground is due to the Dream Scourge. That is a theory at best. True, but we're operating under that assumption by working with Giada right now.
Then, Emerald Stair will be safe.
It's like my character's pro-Adiran, but this just sounds fully fucking stupid. Ugh. You expect the Steel Garrote to what? Ask nicely?
The animancers are not irrational, usually.
Oh my god.
They listen to Quilici and Vidaro.
I'm not talking about the animant. This woman has no idea how the Steel Garrote operate.
And with Monato gone, the Rangers will listen to me. Once Captain Alfier explains to the animancers what their work is doing to our people,
they will argue that that's not the case, and then the Steel Garrote, in their usual fashion, after issuing exactly one warning, will start butchering people.
They'll have to give it up.
Oh my god, she is... Oy vey. If it was Adiran forces, maybe she'd be right. Not the Steel Garrote. Correct, Tenwin. Plus, if it was Adiran forces, that means the ambassador would be in on this, and I would trust him more to be able to handle a bunch of animancers diplomatically. This is Lodwyn and the Steel Garrote. As I said, they will give exactly one warning, and then when the animancers say no, the bodies are gonna start hitting the floor. Oh, God. Like, my character's pro-Adiran, but this is just fucking stupid. Let me get this straight. You purposely killed your friends, spreading additional chaos and insurrection throughout the territory to prepare for Adir.
Fior simply cannot survive the way things are. Monato and Verano disagreed.
Then you disagree. You don't turn on your own.
Yeah, no, see, that's one thing that I've got to... Oh, and actually, she would also be killed because the Steel Garrote doesn't care that you betrayed their enemies. You're still an oath breaker. So they would still string Dorso up from a fucking lamppost and leave her as food for the crows.
Their voices had power in the Rangers. Too much power. And when they spoke, the others listened. Now they'll have to listen to me.
Okay, I think we're officially solidifying as pro-Adir, anti-Steel Garrote, though, because dear God. Ugh. I do not like the way you did this, but I somewhat agree with your goals. I could have helped you. You're bold. The Empire needs more who see things like you do. No, they don't. And even if you did, the Steel Garrote would kill them anyways. That her oath was to the people and not to the Rangers. She could get away with it. Tenwin, does Lodwyn strike you as a spirit of the law kind of person, or does she strike you as a letter of the law kind of person? Because I'm thinking it's the latter. And I'm thinking Dorso would end up with a noose around her neck regardless. You'd be surprised? I would love to be surprised, but so far I'm acting on what we've seen, and I don't want no spoilers. So my running assumption based on what we've seen of Lodwyn is she's very much a letter of the law kind of person. Oh, and there we go. You failed to think of one thing, Dorso. Adir and Wodaka will not welcome someone who has betrayed their own people.
I don't live in Adir. I don't want to.
What?
Emerald Stair is my home. And it's wasting away.
This is in complete contrast to everything you just said. Come back from the dead through pure zeal and be like, let's sit down and have a reasonable discourse. Yeah, Lord Brownbear's got that right.
I can only look after my people. Get us what we need.
Adir's control is inevitable. I don't want to live in Adir. Dorso, you're an idiot.
You've got a strange way of doing that.
I can't believe I'm siding with Kai 100% on this, but he hasn't been wrong this entire conversation. I'm honestly surprised Marius hasn't said anything.
Only Adir can help us now.
Oh my god. Yeah, see, she's constantly overlooking the shit you say. She's flat out stupid. I mean, I do think part of it is desperation. I will give them that, Lord Brown. Part of it is desperation. She has been here her whole life, and she can visibly see the degradation of her home. I get the desperation. I do. But if nothing we say is getting through to her, then I don't want any part of her quote unquote plan, because it's going to backfire in her face. If Adir takes Fior, it will not be simply to aid it. It will be another colony.
Maybe that would be for the best.
Okay, so you are fine with living under Fior. Okay, so by the laws of Wodaka, as soon as they're done with you, you get the rope too. Oh my god, you are the living embodiment of useful idiot.
We've had decades to secure this valley. What do we have to show for it?
Well, I mean, from all accounts, literally up until about a year ago, you guys were doing great. And then it all fell apart at once, so that's a bit of a different one. Deathguard is not related to faith. Deathguard is purely due to extreme will and determination. Gods can aid, but as we joked about endurance, if your rage and determination is strong enough, you will remain down. You will not remain down. Fuck you, fiery whore. Turns into a death. Yeah. That would be a great excuse to have durance in a later game, wouldn't it?
Dead homesteads, dead farmers, dead fields.
Yes, but all of that literally happened within the last few months.
And a city full of animancers who don't give a single shit about us. It wasn't always like this.
I mean, to be fair, they're all being currently controlled by the governor, who demands that they not do anything about it and act as if everything is normal, so, I was led to believe that all Death Guards were paladins. You forget, Lord Brownbear, that in this universe, paladin doesn't necessarily have anything to do with faith either. The kind wayfarers, for example, draw all of their power from their acts of kindness and benevolence towards others. And groups such as the Bleak Walkers from their cruelty and willing to inflict punishment upon others. It has much more to do with how you think of paladins from like Warcraft, where the light is an aspect of willpower. And not necessarily a religious calling like clerics. Imagine a gold pack death card. I'm here, Dracula, you fucking nerd. Where's my money? Yes. Guy rises from the dead for the sheer purposes of collecting debts. Oh god, that's horrible. Things change. The wheel turns. Nah, she's gonna turn that around to say, oh, that's why Adir needs to come in. I can imagine Deathguard literally clad in armor made of gold people owed him. Oh, that'd be cool.
I wish you could have seen the valley I grew up in. The steep green hills, mist twining about the peaks. Birds, deer, the many little creatures of the trees scurrying among the leaves. Most of them gone now. Sometimes, in high summer, the sunset would catch the rice paddies just right, and the whole valley would glow coral violet.
Oh, what I meant though is that Death Guards only come back through zeal, and typically only paladins strengthen their soul through zeal. I mean, zeal as a aspect or zeal as a game mechanic? Because yeah, it is a game mechanic. Only paladins have zeal as a resource in the second game, but that is as far as religiosity slash devotion slash, you know, I guess fanaticism. You don't necessarily need a paladin for that. I think I read somewhere that all Death Guards are paladins. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just don't know, Lord Brownbear. I'd have to go reading into the wiki, and I don't have time for that right now, unfortunately.
A world on fire with life that never burned. We ate well and slept through the night. I don't want to live through this time if there's nothing better on the other side.
Oh. It is determination and will. I don't think that Radric was a paladin, for example, but that didn't stop the madman. Yeah. It might be a case of determination and will, and because paladins of all orders are pretty much associated with determination and will, that most Death Guard are paladins, but not all. Where are the Steel Garrote now?
If they didn't tell you, they must have had a good reason.
They didn't tell me because they knew I'd probably stop them. Not wrong. It is determination will. I don't think that... Oh, yeah, I already just read that. I've been out of contact for a while on business for the Emperor. I should check in.
The Steel Garrote are holed up in a cave, just behind that waterfall over there. Some of them, anyway.
We should look into that.
I'm sure they'd appreciate your help.
I'm going to spare your life for your service to Adir, but I never want to see you again.
You want me to... what? Run off into the wilderness? Exile myself?
I mean, I could tell the captain what you've done, and the stupidity with which you have done it.
After everything I've done, this can't be how it ends. Even for a competent ranger, exile is certain death.
Tough shit. From the wiki, extraordinarily rare Death Guards are sometimes created upon the demise of a particularly determined individual who refuses to leave the physical world for the beyond. Paladins are the most common subject for this terrible transformation, but priests and other exceptional zealots often suffer the same fate. Yeah, so yeah. Paladins are just the most common, but they're not the only ones. You better run fast then.
But what will you tell Asierno? They'll come after me, all of them.
Put your hand on your weapon and raise your eyebrow. Yeah, I'm done with this.
Fuck! I'm going!
You are so lucky. You are so stupid. Okay, Captain. Where the fuck are you? Is there anything else behind here? Oh, there's another way in. May as well. Yep, this pops out over here. We need to have a chat, Captain Aelfir, you fucking idiot. How the hell does a borderline imbecile like that become a ranger? By being really good at stealth, tracking, and being willing to follow orders. And I don't want to spend that ability point in case we want to grab the stealth ability, so...
I don't like this. Stay alert.
Agreed, Marius.
Steel Garrote Camp Dorso mentioned. Be careful.
He's like the Tane of Rangers before less pleasant.
We should have gotten orders by now.
Inquisitor Luwin is taking her time. I think she wants to see how the envoy performs.
Speaking of which, hello.
Well, if it isn't the Adiran envoy.
We weren't expecting reinforcements. Either you've come early, or more likely, you shouldn't be here.
Oh, boy.
I don't like their tone. Careful, envoy. I don't think your rank will help you here.
He's like the Tane of Rangers before less pleasant. That is giving her far too much credit. Yeah, I agree with 10-1. That's giving her far too much credit, Lord Brownbear. Occupy their former bodies, but the energy that allows their soul to remain in the physical world rapidly consumes the flesh, leaving only bone behind. Death Guard are often driven mad by their state and are terrifying foes to behold, striking fear into those that stand before them. Their limited connection to the beyond allows them to summon fearsome balls of flame, summon shadows, and even slay the living with a word. Yeah, we've seen all those abilities from the previous games. Also makes me really glad we didn't fight the guy in the Bareth Temple in the second game.
Tell you what, turn around, and Inquisitor Ludwig doesn't have to
Lodwyn.
hear about this unfortunate little mix-up.
Their fear aura was really annoying. Tell me what the Steel Garrote are doing in Emerald Stair, and I'll consider it.
Nice try. If you don't already know, then I'm really not allowed to say.
We have no quarrel with you, but we are trying to be discreet. Let's part as friends and keep it that way.
I'm not leaving until I get some answers.
Then you're not leaving.
Glare silently.
What do we do, brother?
We do what comes naturally, of course. What a pity. Normally, I'd think twice about spilling godlike blood, but for you, I'll make an exception.
This is a great VA on the guy. Excellent level of smug on both of them. The correct amount of smug, the correct amount of like venomous anger in her voice. They both nailed it. I mean, I hope we see more of their voice actors because I have a feeling they're about to die. Get blasted.
Here they come. Right. We really just kicked the saltfly's nest. I guess we're in this now.
Damn straight we're in this, Marius.
When we first met, I thought I was gonna keep you out of trouble.
I am here on a mission of grand importance from the Imperial Court, Kai, and I will be damned if I allow a bunch of Wodaka-bothering dipshits ruin Adir's reputation and our chances of controlling this land. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have a garrison to kill.
You shouldn't be.
Oh, there was an explosive barrel right there, wasn't there? Okay, yep, that used up all of my fucking... Alright, there we go. Fuck you and your gun. Ow. What the fuck just exploded? Oh, we can actually get him up. There we go. Oh wow, the cleric's the last one standing. Color me shocked.
If you'd asked me how many steel garrote could pack into a cave, I'd have been very wrong.
Hope this was just a regular outpost. Nope. This is a war camp.
No shit, it's a war camp. Oh, Stilgar leather. Thank you, guys. What do we have? Captain Waith, take your Stilgar Legion into the wilderness of Emerald Stair. Do not reveal your presence. Await further instructions. I will have need of you soon. Be patient. I'll take that. Where? What is this? Oh, there's a plant right by the entrance. What? Up here. Okay, so we can set that up. Wait, is there a second entrance in here? Ow! Fuck. Alright, you know what? I deserve that. Ow. I forgot that that is a trap marker, not a fucking energy, whatever the fuck they're called. The essence battery bullshit. So even the Steel Garrote don't know exactly why they're here. Yeah, but it's Lodwyn. There's only so many fucking reasons that she would send. Oh, wow. So you could actually have... Okay, so now I feel kind of stupid. We could have snuck in the entire time. Oh, stealth has never been my forte. If you were Lodwyn's ex when you talk to the guards, the smuggler comments, oh, we've heard about your connection. Oh my god. I hate that that is a thing. I actually do. I do give them credit for being willing to make that a choice, though. That is kind of hilarious. Captain Waith, they tell me you found a sympathetic turncoat among the people of Emerald Stair. Good. Make certain they understand the benefits of Adir and rule. Give them a reason to serve us. Faith and loyalty will bind them to our cause. You know, until we kill them for being an oathbreaker regardless. Alright, so there's more of them up here. Hello, gentlemen. What the fuck keeps it causing... Okay, something that I have on my sword must be causing an area of effect attack, because that's the only thing I can think of. Yes, a full combo attack deals high stun and bleed accumulation to nearby enemies, which causes an explosion, which causes explosive barrels to explode. You didn't check the block passage on the ledge. I will get to that in a moment. Oh, exceptional arquebus. Find pistol. Find spear. Oh, okay. Find daggers. Captain Waith, your reports on the Dream Scourge are appreciated, but ultimately worthless. This plague will burn itself out in time, and the strong will endure. And Lodwyn continues to prove herself just as stupid as everyone else. If you're having trouble occupying your time in Emerald Sarah, I suggest finding a hobby. Anything but gardening. Okay. Lodwyn still has a halfway decent sense of humor. That's nice. I appreciate all the fine equipment that I can break down, though. Holy shit. Why not gardening? Because it dies, and also because the mold could potentially infect you. That, and I think Lodwyn just hates gardening. Wouldn't surprise me. Eh. Alright, alright. Hey! Ooh, Death Knight Sabatons. 10% resistance to point and bleed accumulation, 20 maximum health. That's pretty weak, all things considered. They look pretty good. They actually kind of fit with the red because of the dark coloration. But we'll see. Oh, I should read the... Chill radiating from these coal black armor is like a kiss from beyond the grave. These heavy boots impart upon the wearer a measure of the vitality and durability of the walking dead. The stench of grave dirt that clings to them is certainly unpleasant, but that's a small price to pay for the benefits they provide. Wait. Alright, who's left? Captain Waith, you're correct. Paradise has grown more unstable. The Imperial Envoy was murdered. Dissidents plot from the shadows and our forces are spread thin. Your mission, however, is unchanged. Once we succeed in taming Paradise, the living lands will follow and you will stand proudly at the vanguard. So she dispatched these guys here before we even got shot. Oh, God. Okay, there's at least 5 of them over there. I'm working on it, Marius. I'm working on it. Calm down. Anything down here? No. 20% damage. I really should be eating those before going into combat. Ooh, there's a gun. Thank you. I'm hoping this gets us in behind them.
I don't like this. How did no one know this was here?
They've kept quiet and busy, preparing for war by the looks of it.
Yep, which also puts paid to the idea of, oh, they would just take over and the Animancers would be forced to listen to them. It's like, no. The Steel Garrote would march into town, declare Animancy is illegal, and then they would start executing Animancers in the street. You don't know shit. How the fuck? Oh my god. Apparently my stealth skills are absolute garbage. Alright. Get blasted.
What was that right there? Let's get the
Ow. Who's left? Who's left? No, get the cleric. Got him. Who's left? Come on down here. There we go. Was that everybody?
Never seen so many Steel Garrote soldiers before. I'd say we earned a break. Can't say I'm sad to see these people strewn about. I don't know what we stopped, but we clearly stopped something.
So what's Stern's gonna do on his quest to kill a god now that he knows how Now that he has to know that a big bomb won't work. I mean, obviously, Lord Brown Bear, he'll do what any true Magranite will do. He'll build an even bigger bomb. It seems as if Lona has some sort of care for her underlings to some extent. At least to the extent that they all remain fanatically loyal to the cause of the Steel Garrote. Dorso said they were making preparations for doing.
Did she know what control meant? This reminds me of the garrison's route I set up to invade Deadfire.
Hey, Dracu, these people were killers, not diplomats. They weren't here to take over the government. I guess we should look around while we're here. I wouldn't mind figuring out what they were up to.
You know, that's a smart idea. This is why I was always in the trenches rather than the strategy tent.
Looking around, feels like we broke up something big. Well done, us.
Not bad for a day's work. I think we've all earned a couple ales back at camp. Maybe they've got some ale.
5th missive. Sending one of my best paladins to aid you. She will deliver my final instructions. You have served me well. Carry out your orders to Leather. You will be rewarded in this life and the next. May the Burn Queen smile upon you. And then finally, Fiorma Severno is dragging the living lions down into a shared grave. Your legion will raise the settlement until nothing but ashes remain. Put the city down like an injured animal. Leave the people to witness the consequences of their failure. You may encounter the envoy, a new arrival from the mainland. Deal with them courteously if you cross paths. Deal with them violently if they impede your work. May the flames of the Burn Queen purify the Emerald Stair. Yep.
They were planning on burning down Fior. How could they do something like that?
Yeah, that's a step beyond even what I thought they were going to do. Hot damn. I wish we had found this before we talked to Dorso, because I would have loved to show this to her. I hope someone can breathe. I don't think she cares anymore, but okay. Oh, that's a fine mail harbark. We can break that down. Somebody... Marius, did you kill somebody up here? Oh, wow. Marius actually managed to kill the captain. Good going. Well, I guess Kai was up here, too. The two of you managed to take down the captain. Very well done, guys. I know I was giving you some shit earlier for some of the... Ooh, Stelgar leather. I'll take that. And that leads back out into the camp proper. Doesn't look like there was anything else here. Nope. Nothing. All right. Yeah, I do kind of wish I'd found that before talking to Dorso, because I have a feeling if we showed her that letter, she would have been very much like, oh god, what the fuck have I done? Ooh. Hello. Hey. Death Knight armor. Heavy armor unique. Taking damage has a 10% chance to restore 15% of your maximum health. Not bad. And 30 resistance to frost accumulation. Chill radiating from this coal black armor. Yeah, so that's the same part. Almost too comfortable, as if it settles upon its wearer like a second skin and has a will of its own. A desire to stay firmly anchored to a warm living flesh. Occasionally when struck while wearing this armor, a rush of freezing energy washes over the wearer and the wound they would have otherwise received is nowhere to be seen. Let's at least see what it looks like. Very straightforward, darkened plate. Not the worst if you're going for like a... I do like how it has like a green almost reflection to it. Like you can kind of see green when the light hits it. I actually kind of like the look of that. But I'm still sticking with my medium armor. So we're going to go ahead and break this down. Thank you for the Awakened Odrup. Sweet. Let's get the hell out of here then. But yeah, as we were jumping down from there, I saw that part of that looked deeper than the rest. I just dove right in. A bit iridescent? Yeah. I mean, it is enchanted, so you'd expect at least a little bit. Yeah, now I really do wish that we had this before we talked to Dorso. It does occur to me we could have found this. If I had explored more thoroughly the riverbank, we could have found this before we talked to Dorso. But I didn't, so oh well. Whee! All right. What else do we have to do here? I think, yep, the captain's gonna want to talk. I think she'll be willing to forgive me letting Dorso go when she finds out that we dealt with the Steel Garrote. That's assuming she doesn't immediately assume that we're a part of it and wants to kill us. You know, that'd be pretty bad.
I sincerely hope you have some good news for me.
Depends on how you define good. Masoni was right. There was a killer. It was Ranger Dorso.
My gods. I can't believe this.
Ilia's wings uplift us.
She's been with the Ranger since she was a girl. She trained most of my men.
This is... Fotito. This is big, Asierno.
What happened to her? Where is she now?
I told her that I would let her live, but she could never come back here. She's been exiled.
So she ran off.
Not even Dorso can survive long alone. Not if she can't rest and resupply. What should we do?
Let's give her a head start. And then go hunting.
On your orders, ma'am.
This situation beggars belief. Do you know why she did it?
Ooh. Do we tell them? Dorso believed Adir could solve Fior's problems. I believe she was right. Dorso was attempting to create the conditions for an Adiran takeover.
Be serious, envoy.
I'd say so. Adiran takeover won't go smoothly if the methods aren't sound. Yep.
She was always talking about how we needed strength. Do you remember, Maso? More swords, more coin. And she complained that animancy wouldn't fix our problems. But I didn't think she had so little faith in Fior.
No one took her seriously.
Evidently, she was quite serious about it. I didn't want to believe it could be her. Gods beyond, what a mess. Thank you, Envoy. Ranger Monato has been properly avenged, and now I have a lot of work to do to rebuild my squad.
I hope things get easier for you from here, Captain.
I suppose anything is possible. Here's your reward. It's the least we can do for your assistance. Thank you again. Step carefully out there. We are living through strange times.
What did you give me? Where is it? Right. And if gilded pair statue of Elizabeth. Wait. Oh! One last trick. A unique arquebus. Bullets bounce to hit an additional enemy within range. Oh. 20% reload speed? Oh, God. Well. Oh, and it's fancy as shit. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, my God. Gilded fucking barrel. Hold on. I gotta... Oh, my... It's got a brass, like, butt on it. So the... Oh, my God. That looks... That has bling.
I think the Dream Scourge is contagious.
Yes, the Dream Scourge is contagious.
Plants and animals and people, not necessarily in that order. Yes.
Okay, who else do we have to... Hidden in ruins of heathens long gone, the Octet of Skulls sings its silent song. Interesting. Return to Fiorme Severno, speak Lieutenant Fidelio, return to the Emerald Stair, cartographer's notes to Sansa. Is that one that's actually in the area, or do we have to go back to the other zone in order to do it? It looks like we have to go back to the other zone in order to do it, because I'm not seeing an update anywhere in here. Unless it's speak to Lieutenant Fidelio, claim the bounty. Return to Rosanna. You have to return to the Paradise High Town? Yeah, that's what I figured. Battle Scars. Finding the carving continues to stir up some bittersweet memories for Kai. He's working through them, but maybe he'll open up later. Claim the bounty, claim the bounty, claim the bounty, claim the bounty, claim the bounty. We're getting closer to that. So really, this is all that's left. Retrieve the... Well, we also have, I thought we had the... Hold on. I thought we could return the reliquary of Saint Widewind to the guy in the temple. I should tell you, arquebuses do have one fatal flaw. They cannot be turned sideways. Yes, I am aware. Gangsta firing had not been quite figured out by this point, unfortunately. What I want to do... Okay. We're gonna drop off the grimoires for right now. Boop, boop. Okay, so we can take you, and we can take you, and sell those. There's nothing else really that I want to deal with here. We can sell off that. Also means one last trick. Bullets bounce to hit an additional enemy within range. Bullets bounce twice. Or bullets deal low fire accumulation and bounce to an additional enemy within range. I like adding the additional fire, but the trick shot just sounds too fucking good. Being able to hit 3 enemies with a single shot is just... Attack damage and high stun. Killing enemy with a power attack restores stamina. Eh. Nice. Speaking of which, if we've got that, I may as well drop you off as well. Right now. Now, let's go ahead and craft up a bunch of these. And we can now upgrade, we can now create Corrupted Adra. So, you got access to the Corrupted, yes. So we need 10 total to get the Horse Cutter up to Superb and to get the Valiant Breastplate up to Superb. So I'm thinking, how much should we get out of that? We can get 6. Yep. There we go. So, Horse Cutter? Yeah, I'm thinking Horse Cutter. As much as, well, I mean, does get me 4 additional damage reduction, which is nice, but this gets me... Oh, wow, the stun amount increases massively on that one. Your armor's already at pace, so it's fine. Yeah, no, true. Time to upgrade. Very nice. Next upgrade tier requires living iron chunks and cave coral. Alright. Oh, you got something to say, Kai?
I hope you're ready to sleep with one eye open, because I doubt Ludwig sleeps at all.
Lodwin.
And after the send-off you gave the Steel Garrote squad in that cave, she'll have it out for you.
There we go. I like that you can thread the needle there of being pro Adir without being pro Steel Garrote. Because so far my experience with the Steel Garrote is that they're absolutely fucking stupid. The Steel Garrote is a liability. Left unchecked, they'll turn the entire island against us.
They aren't interested in building alliances, that's for sure. They're barely willing to cooperate with Hilgard. Normally, I'm not big on turning on your own, but the Steel Garrote take their beliefs too far. I'm glad you didn't let them do it here.
Again, if this was normal Adiran soldiers who were just taking control of Fior, that'd be one thing. But we found literal proof that their plan was to burn the city to the ground. I heard retarded almost leave your lips. I know, I need to be careful about that. I know, some people lose their minds about that as an epithet, but it's like, I don't know. I grew up with it, so I'm just used to saying it. I'm sorry, not sorry. The Steel Garrote aren't my own. They aren't even in my chain of command. They are a band of religious fanatics who feel that serving the queen, the burned queen, is best served by slaughtering people.
You could have fooled me. Ludwig talks to Hilgard like a wayward cabin boy. I wonder if he's got the backbone to withstand her.
Oh, not to her face, but that's because Hilgard's an ambassador, not a fighter.
Well, not you, though. You didn't hesitate.
I am an envoy. We're different. I tell them I have the pass and show them my DeviantArt. Okay, that's a pretty good one.
Your kind of clarity is rare. To know in the moment what you've got to do and do it. I envy that.
Hey, you could have left me for dead, but you carried me to Liviana's.
Kai's always doing things to help others, no matter the cost. It's going to get him killed one day.
Lodwin is one of the few people that might be able to get away with cutting down an ambassador. Yeah. Especially out here at the ass end of nowhere.
You two are gonna make me blush. And purple's not my best color. But, thanks. Just be on the lookout. The Steel Garrote isn't likely to forgive and forget.
Oh, I forgot we haven't asked him about this.
It's been years. It was always green and overgrown, but I don't remember it being quite this...
threatening?
Exactly. Something about Emerald Stair has always been unsettling. Everything in the Living Lands grows wild, but it's different here. Those giant roots, whatever they are, I don't remember them being quite as big or close to the settlement.
It's as if the land is pushing back, like it doesn't want us here.
Well, there's a thought to keep me up at night.
Kai's not so bad. He lacks both the sycophantry or bloodlust that I seek in a companion, but he has his charms. Well, he's largely just kind of neutral. Like, he understands that most Adirans aren't so bad, but he's not a big fan of Adir's laws, so to speak. He's willing to kill somebody if they really threaten him, but he's also not on the lookout for opportunities to go killing people.
Oh, the Living Lands definitely hates us. That's why people like me even get work.
I don't like reading that much into things. Maybe that's why I'm still a bachelor.
Is that what it is? That wasn't even on my list.
Marius is like, dude, I wasn't even talking about shit like that.
Either way, when I wake up with night terrors, I'm waking you both up with me.
That's all.
If
Good
you get
night,
up in the
Kai.
night, don't wander too far.
Right. We should also get this upgraded. We can get it to tier 1 and we'll... It's really just the Admet's work that is keeping us back on terms of upgrades. Do we actually have the...
I don't know what this thing is, but it's giving off power like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. All right.
That's 3. It's definitely getting fired up now.
Increase your damage against skull enemies. Okay, hold on. Second wind cast Flurry of Blows. +2 Constitution, +2 to Dexterity. Increase your damage against unaware enemies by 25%. So obviously this is good for stealth builds. Increase your damage against skull enemies, so any kind of boss, mini-boss, anything like that.
I still can't believe it. Dorso was betraying her brothers-in-arms, all in the name of saving Emerald Stair. I don't know what awaits her, but I can't think of much worse than losing home.
It seemed... well, no. It seemed a fitting punishment. Exile from a home that she betrayed.
Yeah. It's just sobering to think she got to the point where murdering her own felt right. How do you keep yourself on the right path? Especially when there's so much at stake.
There's no easy answer. You have to make the best decisions you can in the moment.
I was afraid you'd say something like that. Just please be careful.
What is this about, Kai?
I saw this in Rauatai's campaign in the Deadfire. You start out with purpose. You're fighting alongside your brothers and sisters, battling pirates and slavers, bringing civilization to a lawless, divided land. But then, you're breaking up villages, turning tribes against their rivals. It gets messy, fast.
What are you trying to say, Kai?
Empires are hungry, Envoy, and they devour their own too. Don't let your allegiances turn you into something you can't live with.
Fair enough. That's all, Kai.
Night, Envoy.
Now, nothing from you. We don't have anything to cook. So hold on, let me see here. Activating companion ability increases your damage. +2 to intellect, +2 resolve. Second wind cast Ring of Fire. Revive your companion grants rapid health and essence regeneration. Critical hits deal high fire accumulation. That's why we've been getting fire accumulation. I've been wondering where that's coming from. And reduce companion ability cooldowns, which I never remember to use. So this is... We'll have to see what the final 2 ones are, but so far I'm liking Oathbinder. I'm liking the Wodaka one better so far. But we'll see how the Skane one looks by the end. Nothing else I can do there. Nothing else I can do there. Is this like a... Okay, it's just... Oh, yeah, it's just the purple and yellow of, as a marker for Adir. Right. Nothing we can do there. Nothing with Marius. No outfits. All right, let's go. Exit here. Hello, miss. Yes. I've got more stuff for you. Let's go ahead and sell off extras here. Let's go ahead. I'm not going to use the Death Knight Sabatons. 20 maximum health and 10% resistant poison and bleed is just not very good for a leg piece. God, I hate how these things look, but the +2 to intellect and +1 to perception is... Because stat bonuses are not very common on a lot of these gears, so having 3 stat points on 1 piece of gear is pretty good. Let's go ahead and sell off you. You just have some Primal Flame stuff. Oh, you have more lockpicks. I'll take those. War Mage's Robe and Fine Robe. Nothing else, really. Thank you kindly. We'll have to check the shops around the map before we finish up this area, just so that way we can see if there's any more Awakened Adra that we can grab and convert into Corrupted Adra later down the line. Okay, yeah, there's definitely more to this. There's still more to this place that we haven't figured out how to get to.
Welcome back. I hope the wilderness gave you safe passage. May I help you?
It took some doing, but I found St. Widewind's reliquary.
You did? To think a godlike would deliver this back to me. I feel blessed, truly. Wherever he is, Eothas smiles on you.
I found the thief's journal, too. I'm afraid this was no simple robbery.
Wait, are you suggesting he stole it for some purpose?
He was going to destroy it, your relic for his family's lives. Eothas killed his whole family with Deadfire, no wonder he held a grudge. After what Eothas did to his family, you're lucky he didn't kill you too. Although, the journal seemed to imply that the guy was a former Eothasian, so I don't think he could bring himself to kill somebody who hadn't actually done anything to him. He just felt he was getting revenge on Eothas for being the one to kill his family. He was going to destroy it, your relic for his family's lives. I like this one because it explicitly points out why he did it.
What? Eothas himself? Ending innocent lives?
Dude, have you not heard about what happened in the Deadfire?
I'd heard the rumors that he walked among us, but to think the God of Light could be to blame for such horrors. No, it's beyond belief.
Agents of violence. They cloak themselves in warmth and light and spread like wildfire.
The man was persecuted. Don't tell me you can't sympathize with him.
I feel for him, but he is wrong. The truth of Eothas remains.
If you had the power of a god, would you even realize you'd killed a single mortal?
I don't know. The mere thought of having a god's power feels profane.
My watcher would have a very interesting time sitting you down, buddy. Let me just sit you down and tell you, what if I told you the god's power is mortal's power? It's just on a scale much grander than we thought. Shit, sorry, just need to borrow your soul. Oh, geez, this is gonna wreak havoc on my PR. As he stomps through the Deadfire. Like, our conversations with Eothas, I'm willing to acknowledge that he truly did believe, like, I'm doing this for the right reasons, but my god, am I a horrible fucking person for doing this. Though, to be fair, Eothas would also point out, this is really no different than what the gods have been doing for millennia. All Eothas was doing was forcing people to see what it looks like when the gods choose to fuck with you. And in that respect, he's not wrong.
I find myself lost, godlike. I look at this relic now and I wonder whether all my years of service were a waste.
And to set up an ultimatum of the world. Yeah, are you gonna let the gods keep doing this? And if so, well, then you need to just bow down and submit. Or are you guys going to actually take responsibility for this shit, fix the wheel, and tell the gods to fuck off? I would say keep it. History shouldn't be destroyed. But you also need to remember why people have lost their faith in Aeolus.
I will. I pity my own suffering when I should learn from it instead. I'll pray for the thief's absolution. If not in this life, then maybe the next. Thank you for telling me all this.
Shame this had to happen. Some war wounds never heal.
Very true, Kai. But we're not done just yet. Don't know what other quests we... Everything else I think is inside Fjord. I don't want to do that until we've dealt with the Demogon, quite frankly. Or not the... the Demogon Queen, technically. But that requires... time to choose if you have to stealth pass or not. I mean, there doesn't... I was really hoping I'd be able to find a way into one of these side areas, but we just didn't. It's just cliff faces all the way around. And I don't think there's any other quests we can really... Continue the adventure, Animancy method, all of those. We have no treasure maps, no bounties here. But yeah, that is... Oh, that's because we got it in Dawnshore. Right. I don't think... Hold on. Gleaming Core, Old... Yep, those are all bounty trophies. Adelaro and Belena's badge. Oh, I didn't actually read this. An old wooden carving of a whale. The fine details of the eyes and sleek curves of the tail betray careful craftsmanship. Under the dust, the wood is smooth and well oiled. Someone once took exquisite care of this carving. Okay. Oh, right. We never dropped off that one letter in the bathhouse because I got so pissed off at that lady that I just left. My dear Valter, yours always. I don't remember. Oh, we have to return. Okay, some of these side quests are not marked, and we have some shit we need to do back at Emerald Stair then. I completely forgot about those, because those aren't marked side quests. Weird that they're not marked, but... Alright, we're gonna try. We're going to try, and I guess we will purchase the stealth talent and pray that it works. I don't know. Oh, what the fuck? Did we... Oh, no, that's the... Okay, yeah. That's the guy who explicitly says, like, hey, you have to be careful around the Delimgon. They don't like outsiders. No shit. All right. I guess we're buying the ability then. Where is it? I mean, we can always reset later. And I'll get that point back. Turn in your side quest before you eat dessert, so funny. All right, Shadowing Beyond costs 40 essence. Channel the Beyond, becoming invisible and draining essence until your next combat action. Okay, go ahead and buy that. This also means, now that I think about it, we want to... So dexterity is action speed, perception. We want anything that can increase our... Dodge distance, carry capacity, maximum health, move speed is good. Intellect and perception, resolve and maximum stamina. Sneak attack, critical hit, dexterity, attack. Okay, so that's dodge distance. What we actually want, move speed, or do we want intelligence for the additional essence? The intelligence isn't going to add too much essence, so I think what we want to wear right now is this for the additional move speed. So that way while we're stealth, we're moving faster. Uses cooldown, critical hit chance, stay underwater. Critical damage, 7% chance to avoid damage. Slowly regenerate essence and +1 to intellect. That's the best we can do for rings. We're going to want... Okay, hold on. Let's walk a little bit closer. Let's also... Nope, that's spells. I need abilities. There we go. We're going to go ahead and put that on 5. We're going to stealth down. Go ahead and... Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to quick save. See, the thing is, if invisibility is true invisibility, then maybe we could get through that side if we go fast enough. What we're going to want Let me see here. We're going to want an all leaves tea for the 150 essence regeneration plus the 20% maximum essence. Exit out. Let that charge up. Okay. Is there any other effect that we can have on here? Because right now we have the additional essence. Perception and maximum essence. 20% maximum stamina. Constitution. Might and Constitution. Fresh water for the 25% movement speed bonus. Merc Brew for the additional 10% essence and +2 intellect. Paradisant Trout Pie for the +1 intellect and the 10% maximum essence. +1, that gives us 10% movement speed. 20% kith damage, resolve the maximum stamina. I don't think there's anything else because the rest of this is all the raw food, isn't it? Yep. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Okay, go ahead and F5. Let's go now. I wish I could fucking see anything. I can't tell what's this way.
It's like nature's shaping these ruins into something.
Okay, I can't fucking see because of this effect. Oh, shit, fuck. Hold on. Okay, so it's got to be somewhere off in that direction. Go ahead and pop an essence potion. Keep me topped off. That's an enemy. Drop down.
You may approach me.
Oh, hot damn. Ah, it worked.
A welcome visitor. It has been so long since one of your kind has walked in this grove.
You are aware that all of your servants wanted to kill me, right? Ahem. Do you mean a godlike or a kith?
I mean one from the land. Your kind. But why have you come here?
I came here looking for the heart of an Adragon. I was wondering if you would be able to help.
A curious thing for Kith to want. Even one as special as you. It belonged to one who tended this grove for longer than I have been here.
What happened to them?
Sickness changed them, as it has recently changed so many creatures in these woods. It no longer recognized us as their kin.
Sounds suspiciously like the ancient Delimgon we ran into in the Deadfire in the second game.
We had to stop them before their madness damaged the land.
Ah. You killed them.
When we become enemies of the land, it goes against our nature. We had no choice.
I understand that. Believe me, I do.
But it is over now. All that remains is their heart. Our kind has no need for such remembrances. It would cause us no pain to part with it. Take it, and go in peace.
Many thanks.
I can't believe you pulled that off.
Hey!
Now, let's get out of here before she notices my wood pistol grip.
Yeah, see, some of the Delimgon are more androgynous looking now, but that's fine. Others are more blatantly female. I'm fine with that design. It's part of the transfer from 2D, from like an isometric perspective to a 3D perspective. I don't have a problem with it. And I think now we don't have to worry about fighting. Ooh, what is that? 30% resistance to poison accumulation. Nice. Oh, and that also means we can go back to... What was I wearing? It does... You know what? I'm going to keep the Tranton Greaves on. We'll keep the look of the Valians, though. I don't mind that. Do you actually do you mind talking to us some more? Oh,
You've returned.
sorry to have
There
disturbed
is no need to be.
Oh, okay. I'll never mind. Ignore me. Fine bow. Why is my health down that low? Holy shit. Oh, is it because I dropped on something? Probably. Nom 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 nom. Well, that worked out. Okay, so I can walk out here without getting attacked, right? And without worrying. Okay, that looks to be the case. All right, sweet. We can loot everything around here. Nice. Oh, that's a dream thrall. You guys might want to burn that. I'm just a thought. You're probably gonna want. Why is it so hazy? What the hell? The Queen's Malice. I mean, doesn't look too bad, all things considered. Not gonna lie. Hello, Mushroom Man. I like that we're not fighting. Let's grab that, and we'll grab that. Was there anything else around here? There was the body we looted up here, but I didn't see anything else. Hello, little sporling. Look at him, he's adorable. He's eating the dead body. You can climb on the cliffs to the left. Over there, I think, is what you're talking about. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, maybe. Hold on. There we go. What is up here? Odra pillar. Small one, though. Oh, I see you. Aha!
Let's
Prayer
take
beads.
These things back to camp. You can fiddle with them there.
Nice. Found one of the Skanites. So that means... Hold on. Yeah, that was the prayer beads. In a verdant glade where old ruins crumble, you will find beads dark and umbral. Last one is hidden in ruins of heathens long gone. The octet of skulls sings a silent song. Interesting. I would think that that would be either the sinkhole, the tower, or the moldering godless ruins, one would think. Might have to check that out. Okay, are you serious that all of this is unexplorable? Like, all of this? Because that would be aggravating. Oh, don't fall. Oh, potions. And a box. Open the box. Yes. Oh. Ow. Sorry. Don't mind me. Oh, fucking hell. A bear that we don't have to fight. Isn't that a goddamn miracle in and of itself? There is dead body. I'll take that. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this side was the more direct one. So we could have come, using that stealth, we could have come straight up this side and gotten straight in. But okay, yeah, so we're fully friendly with everyone here. We don't have to worry about it. Hello. Don't mind me. More mushrooms in the ground. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's like shaking his head. He's adorable. Oh my god. I would buy, I'm serious. I would unironically buy a plushie of those things. They're fucking adorable looking. That leads up there. Oh, there's a box over here. So yeah, we can't. That means all of this is unexplorable. And all of this is unexplorable. And all of this is unexplorable. I don't like that. That is too much of the map. That is too much of the map. Like, I'm sorry. Like, hold on. Living Lands, no, I don't want to travel to Dawnshore. I just want to see the map to Dawnshore. Ugh, wait a second. Paradise is here. We left from this. So wait, in order to get... Wait, that doesn't make sense. We left via the bridge on this side. Are you telling me we went up this way and then doubled back down here in order to enter from this side? Somebody at the game design team was not communicating with the person who drew the map. That's going to be my running theory. Oh, but that's a lot of the map that's cut off. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, look at that. That looks explorable. Well, okay, actually, hold on. Never mind. That does not look explorable. That looks like someone forgot to texture everything over there. Okay, yeah, that doesn't look as good. Road was blocked. That's my cannon. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily that the road... Oh, the road was blocked on the map. That was the cannon. I guess that kind of makes sense, Terrell. That kind of makes sense. Can I... Okay, hold on. Quick save. How much of this area is actually properly... Okay, yeah, no, there's no way to get... There's no way to get over there. But you can see the bridge! Why would you include that on the map and then make it so that I can't get over there? What the fuck? Is any... See, and I'll bet you anything I fall off here. Yep. Oh. Damn it all. Now I feel... Fuck. I was really hoping that there was more to the map. You don't deserve the bridge. Oh, it's just aggravating. Like... There's, like... When we get back to Emerald Stair... Oh, dear. Oh, okay, no, we're fast traveling out. Ugh. Like, Emerald Stair, there was a couple of areas where it's like, okay, this is like a plateau that's all cliffs and there's no way up it. Okay, fine. We don't have a way to explore that. But this is like... Between this whole area being cliffs and this whole area being cliffs, and now you're telling me that this whole area is cut off. That's a lot. That's a lot of the map that you're just saying, yeah, no, we included a map, but we're not letting you explore it. Like, I mean, it does, I guess it doesn't lead anywhere, but, oh, that should have been my first clue, shouldn't it? That's a little depressing. Did you find our friend on this map? Friends? Oh, the Steel Garrote, Terrell? Yes, we found them just a little bit ago. Their plan was idiotic and stupid, and I was not going to let them endanger the good name of the Adiran Empire by being assholes and burning an entire city to the ground. All right, let's go ahead and break you down. Break you down. We can sell you. Blows of the Strangler with 3% crit chance is still among the best that we've got. Did you democratize them good? We gave them one warning. They proceeded to attack me, and then we turned them into fertilizer. What the hell do you mean that there's enemies over here? We cleared this area out a while ago. I don't even know how to get back up there. Hold on. What the fuck? How do I... How the fuck... Wait. How the fuck did I get up there? Wait. Isn't that... Hold on. Go over here to the Rock Arch Beacon. What the fuck are there more enemies over there? This game needs to make up its mind on whether I have killed and cleared an area or not. Holy shit, yeah, there's more. Oh my god, no, I don't want to slide. Oh, it's a fucking priest. No. Got him. Nope.
I was just getting warmed up.
Like, I do like the usage of that. That's a really smart way to add tanky Delimgon to the game by just having them just grow armor on their arms. Can't wait to join Wodaka in one playthrough. Clearly the best ending. I mean, it's definitely something you could do. I could see you playing like a total Wodakan fanatic and just going to town on the people in this game and just being an utter bastard. Might be a fun playthrough. Not the one we're going for right now, but definitely could be a fun playthrough. All right, I think that's everything here. Yeah, I think that's everything. Ugh, I'm still annoyed. I'm still annoyed. Rock Arch Beacon. Is there really no way up? Because I think the Plateau Junction Beacon still has like a whole bunch of walls near it. Yeah, yeah. I mean... Yeah, because it's just more cliffs. Yeah, you get about this far and then it's just more cliffs all the way. Yep, and that leads up to the Skane Tower. Yep. Oh, man. You know who reminds me of Wodaka in Skyrim? Another, oh god, no, do not put that evil on me, Terrell. Shut up. Shut up. I refuse to utter that line. I have abandoned entire quests to avoid picking up that stupid beacon. Alright, I guess that's everything. Yeah, because that's a cliffside too right there, and it stretches out over there. And alright, let's head into Fior. We got quests to turn in again. And then we got quests to turn in back at the other region. Ah. She's gone.
Times are hard, but the Animancers haven't failed us yet.
Notes Meridia's beacon is one of Sylvani's weakest. Shut up. It does occur to me, actually. Hold on. Go down to the dock beacon first. We should maybe let that one ranger know that his partner's still alive, if he hasn't been told already. Also, I want to check out the merchant down here to see if he has any awakened Audra. See here, you do. Give me the awakened Audra. Give me the lockpicks. Do I have anything to sell you? Yes, I do have that. I don't want to sell any of the... Well, hold on. Where is the metal bracers? Yeah, 10% ability cast speed. I don't care. Go ahead, take that. I don't want to give you any of those. I don't want to give you any of those. Thank you.
Can I go back on patrol now?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you, Envoy. My friend and I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Okay, so you guys already heard. We're gonna check out the farmer's market, make sure she doesn't have any awakened Audra now that we actually have some money. Meridia's beacon is just kind of annoying. Yes, but I've played and replayed Skyrim enough times that I now consciously avoid picking up the beacon if I see it in a chest. Oh, wrong way. Wait, what?
I don't feel safe out here anymore.
Oh, these were the guys I helped.
Thanks for your help. I won't forget this.
Did something happen to your guys' farm? Hold on, we'll check that out in a second. They said they lost their farm to dream
The harvest will
thralls.
bring more business.
Let me see what you have for sale. You do not have any. Oh, okay. Never mind then. So wait, their farm was up this way, if I recall. Because that's the artist shack, and then their farm was just up a ways from that. There's a mod companion, Inigo, who will run off and do his quest on his own if you put the beacon in his inventory, dismiss him. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, they were up here. There's no dream thralls. I mean, there were some dream thralls down there that we took care of, but... Another hat closes chest. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Alright. Well, never mind then. This does... Actually, that does do a good job of showing how the Dream Scourge is getting worse. So I'll give them that. Alright, let's get inside. We got lots of quests to turn in here. Revenants are mindless undead who hunger for living flesh. Yeah, so even the ones that they have at the farm out there are gonna eventually fucking cause problems. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, silver fan. Oh, I need to put on... Yes, I put on my enchanted swallow net. Good, I'm still making extra money then. How do you give it to Inigo, though? I imagine you have to have a mod that allows you to give the quest item to him.
Think again. Clean yourself out for the healing crystal.
All right, Elder Rosanna. You, I paid for the money that you... Or for the food that you stole so that we could handle this issue.
You return. Have you visited all 3 grave sites?
We placed the offerings, and we paid for the food that you stole.
Oh, I never expected such generosity from you. You paid for my crime from your own pockets? Thank you for helping the dead to rest, my friend. You have done Fiora great service.
and wasted perfectly good food in the process.
Now, will you stand and pray with me?
Elder Rosanna, do you really think these rituals are worth stealing food from starving people?
I believe that prevention is better than treating symptoms. By pleasing the dead, we remove their desire to harm the living.
The problem is, in universe, she's not entirely wrong, but, and this is a big but, shades tend not to travel from where they died, so no one was in danger so long as you didn't go rummaging about where the dead were laid anyway. So, you're half right.
You have done Fuhrer a great service today. It may not solve all our problems. Please, take this token of Barrett's favor. May it keep you from her path for just a moment longer. May the usher find you quickly, Aimiko, and ferry you gently to the next life.
What did she give me? Barrett's Blessed Ward, minus 5% damage from vessels. Oh, yeah, great, thanks. I'm gonna be selling that. The small black bell acts as a reliquary of sorts. In place of a metal clapper sits the knuckle bone of a long-dead high priest of Barrett. Throughout their unusually long and storied life, this high priest worked tirelessly to free those poor souls bound to vessels, be they undead or constructs. Their belief was that all souls, no matter how wicked they may have been in life, deserve a chance at redemption in their next. Such a chance is unobtainable for those severed from the wheel through the darker arts that the high priest reviled. Even after death, a measure of their fervor lingers behind in their remains, which now protects those that would see vessels destroyed. Alright, so we still have... Okay, I want to check out all the merchants to see if they have... Because we kind of just didn't buy anything when we went through the town the first time because we were really low on funds.
Welcome.
Need some supplies. You have... Is that a wand? I think that's a wand. Yeah. 30% additional maximum wand drive. Not exactly anything that I need, though. Fine skill armor. Nope. Nope. Awakened Adra. Give me 2 of those. Give me the Hylaeus Talons as well. We don't need any of this, though. Thank you kindly. And here's the bounty board.
There's an envoy from Adir among us in Fjord. Please give them a warm welcome.
Hello, I am the envoy.
Rumor is there may be a secret Pargrunen effort in Solace Keep to study Animancy's effect on crop yields.
Knowing what we know about the Pargrunen, they probably do not give a shit.
Welcome back. You are here to collect a bounty, huh?
Yes?
Whose death am I recording?
Well, firstly, I've slain old Nuna the bear.
Impressive. I wonder if my theory about her is correct.
Well, I did feel a powerful presence from her, more so than the average bear.
Is that so? Huh, how fascinating. Here's hoping I get to prove to study the flow of essence into the region's fauna after all this is done.
The group of Delimgon outside of the ranger outpost won't be bothering anyone else either.
If only we could find a way to coexist with them. But I suppose it is in their nature to oppose innovation. Huh? Nature?
Well, they oppose industrialization. I mean, the Glanfathans actually work alongside them quite regularly. Need you to attack that guy and consume his essence. Hey, boo-boo, we gonna attack this guy and steal his picnic basket. And by picnic basket, I mean we're going to tear his soul from his body. I put the spirit Bilderno to rest.
From the depths of my soul, I thank you. May their poor souls find peace in their rest.
The abandoned farm has also been cleared of Zorats.
I see. Then the other bounty hunters did not fare so well. I am glad at least to know of their fate.
And lastly, the Trantons' days are over. They and their entire gang have been wiped out.
Good. Outlaws living off the hard work of others deserve nothing less. Perfetto! That's all of them!
Glad I was able to help.
As am I. At last I can turn my attention to more important things. Oh, how I've missed my research.
Hey, boo-boo, did you know that my great-grandfather was an autumn Stilgar, and my great-grandmother was a freak of a man?
Please take this. It's from my personal collection of essence-infused oddities. I have a feeling you will find it of more use than I would.
What did you give me? The Tree of Life. That is not one of these. Oh, it's a shield. Okay. I mean, thank you. It's a superb quality too, which means we'll get Corrupted Adra if we break it down. Slowly regenerate up to 30% of your maximum health. Not bad. 15% reduction to fire, frost, and shock damage. That's nice. Anti-caster shield. The tree depicted on this simple yet well-made round shield seems to be reaching towards the sky with grasping limbs while burrowing roots deeply into the ground. This symbol of regrowth and withstanding the endless march of the seasons is not an uncommon one, but the fervor with which its artist composed it has imbued the shield with a small measure of the great tree's vitality. The Hanna-Barbera stream, yeah, apparently. Unfortunately, oh, I could sell it. That is a lot of money, but we really do need... Yes, we need that Corrupted Adra. Thank you kindly. All right, now we have another merchant up here. This is... Right, this is our tea shop owner.
Welcome back.
Let me see what you have for sale. Oh. Wait, what? Good ranger is prepared for any challenge, but the best ranger has snacks on hand. Now that I've retired, I have no further need for my coat of many pockets. Use it in good health, though mind the crumbs and the smell of cheese. Give me that. It's near the... That's the ranger headquarters. All right, we're going to need to go find that. Nothing there, nothing there. War mage bracers, I don't feel the need to buy that. And candied nuts are cheap and really good at essence regeneration. So we're going to go ahead and buy those. We're going to go ahead and buy this fresh water because those are good. We're going to go ahead and buy the spring berries. Fuck it. Buy that. Give me the cream. Give me the milk. Give me the Merc Brew. You know what? Just give me it all. It's cheap and I can use it for various recipes. What is that? Ooh, cheese and fresh water. Thank you. All right. Nothing over there. Nothing over there. Ooh.
Spirits are truly wonderful, powerful, self-aware.
Souls are made of essence. Essence is made of blank. Why are hostile spirits visible to the naked eye? Undiscovered gods. Mapping the beyond. Soul compass. Is that something? How to hide our work from the gods. T. Soul tea. If I don't settle on a dissertation topic, my mentor is going to kill me.
Reach with insight.
We've all been there. What is... Oh, that's Giada. Okay, hold on. We're turning in the rest before we do with anything with that. Oh, Fidelio, I've got some bad news for you, buddy.
Please tell me you found them.
The plague has already gotten to Adelaro, and I'm afraid Belena's not far behind.
Your rangers lost to the Dream Scourge. Nothing we could do.
The Dream Scourge? Here? Tell me you're joking.
Oh no, you're one of the people who actually believes the governor on this, aren't you? Oh, we can slip on that detail. Interesting. You had to wonder why they didn't come back. You knew Fior couldn't avoid it. Why? Oh, that's on the one hand, it's tempting to tell him. On the other, he seems like the wrong person. Like, I feel like if we confront the governor about it later in the story, he'll be pissy that we just told a random guard about it. Puts on hood, do it. No, I'm gonna hold on to that. I want this in my back pocket to use on the governor at the right moment, Lord Brown Bear. I want to pull the trigger on that when it's the proper time. Blackmail. Exactly. See, we gotta think like a diplomat, guys. We gotta think like a diplomat. Like the ambassador back in Paradise. We gotta think about what we're able to do to get everything set up for us. I wish, Lieutenant, whatever Belena's mind is, it's not here.
So it is. Gods, I saw these signs. I didn't want to believe them. They'd been acting sideways, more than just distracted from their work. I thought it was... Well, I don't have to tell you twice. I was so wrong. I think I know the answer, but is either of them still alive?
Elena is alive and has disappeared. Adelaro is dead. I brought their badges back.
Merla, when she turns, Fjord will panic. Where is she now?
About to say, she literally disappeared. I tried to find her. Still wandering. I don't think even she knows where she is.
Then I can't leave her. I can't kill her either, but I'll have to find the strength.
This might be something you want to report to your captain, Lieutenant.
Here. You went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid for it. It's time for me to get out of here and actually do my job.
Looks like
Fair
no
enough.
one is safe from the Dream Scourge. There's nothing anyone can do.
Hey, we're working on finding an answer.
Envoy.
Yeah. We're working on finding an answer, guys. Now, what did he give me? I'm guessing... The ring? Closing influence, pain application. Peerless Marksman, there we go. 10% damage with ranged weapons. Yeah, I figured. Unblinking obsidian eye sits prominently on this polished silver ring. While wearing it, there's a slight blurriness to your peripheral vision that you become quickly accustomed to. You'll also find yourself able to keenly focus on distant foes, leading to more deadly attacks at range. Yep. Nothing else.
Now, I think you've had enough.
If you fancy a drink.
Oh. Wait, did we not?
What are you fixing to know?
Why don't the Animancers come here?
Because I don't go out of my way for them. Yeah, they're a finicky bunch. My clientele is more grounded. Works hard. They don't put on airs. I like to keep it that way.
Interesting.
Of course.
Alright, there we go. You don't have much. You do have lockpicks. I'll take those. We'll take the wine. We'll take the hardtack. We'll take the cheese. We'll take the grog. Fuck it. We'll just give me everything. We'll find a use for it.
Now you're responsible.
Welcome to my fine establishment.
What's going on?
I'm Valiant. It's the principal.
Oh, did we miss a quest?
See? Their envoy is in Fjord.
That doesn't mean we need to surrender to them. Does it?
I've come investigating the Dream Scourge.
I had a feeling you were up to more than diplomacy.
The adherents send more forces to the Living Lands every week. Whether we like it or not, they're coming. Probably to stay. We'll be better off if we can form some kind of treaty with them.
Adir doesn't have alliances. They only have grave rooms.
Grave Room is an adherent system of government where the Empire oversees their vassal territory with minimal supervision. Vassal receives military aid and orderly government. The Empire receives taxes, resources, and conscripted soldiers. Yeah, vassal state, basically. Admittedly, if you can frame the contract properly, it's not the worst outcome. It's better than them conquering or colonizing you outright. Still not the best. You have a right to value your independence. You were here first. You don't need to be subordinate like a Greyfrum. Maybe there's another way. If you give them a chance, the Empire can lend you their strength. You'll have to decide how you feel about Adir for yourselves. I mean, you have a right to value your independence. You were here first, but it's not going to stop the Empire. Just saying.
Is that so?
Interesting. I hope the ambassador listens to you.
Oh, the ambassador seems far more on my side with things. The person you need to watch out for is a certain skull-faced, mask-wearing fanatic of the Steel Garrote.
Welcome back. Care to take...
Show me your shit. I don't think there was anything weapon-wise we wanted from him. Nothing we wanted armor-wise either. Give me those lockpicks. Give me that Awakened Adra. Fuck it. Give me those two, and we can use these to make some additional upgrades. There we go. Lastly, we need to tell the governor about his father. He's not going to be happy to hear it, though. Oh, wait. Upstairs, right. Governor?
Stay a while. See for yourself what animancy has done for our community.
Ooh. Oh. Okay, so maybe we can use this to help get him on our side by bringing up all the issues that we've been finding. First things first, Governor. Some of your rangers came across a tree that ate one of your people. Do you really think there's no crisis?
No one is denying that the Living Lands is a dangerous frontier. Take Fior Mesiverno. This city has fought a war of attrition since the day my father laid the first stone. You saw for yourself what's happened to the Delamgan in recent years. We have always persisted, and nothing will change that. Nothing.
You're telling me that a carnivorous tree is perfectly normal, then?
Oh, it's far from perfect, but it's ours. I know the Living Lands must seem wild and untamed to one so accustomed to the comforts of court. Some of us have the distinction to call this place home, sharp edges and all. We can outlast the wilderness.
But not if you keep doing the same stuff that hasn't worked, Governor. Your persistence does you credit. Your unwillingness to pursue additional options in your persistence is going to get you and your people killed. Speaking of your father, Governor, I found his body in a cave by the riverside grotto.
You what? It's been so long since I gave up hope. In his final days, he was fond of going out into the wilderness, and increasingly less fond of returning. Mother seemed to understand, but I never did.
I'll admit, I'd never known a Skay Knight to achieve such peace.
We often imagine Scanites sharpening their blades in dark alleys, but that was never my father's way. Maybe I'll visit him one day, when I find my courage. At least now I can. You could have left me wondering, but you didn't. Thank you, Godlike. From the bottom of my heart.
This is the first genuinely positive interaction we've had with the governor so far. Oh. Got his agricultural report. Oh, wait, what? We missed this. All this talk of the Dream Scourge affecting the lands has grown too loud to ignore. If it was just Quiliki, we could see our way past it, call him senile, and the discussion's over. But now Giada's speaking for him, and you'll be hard-pressed to find an animancer who doesn't trust Giada Castell. To put it plainly, we demand results of one kind or another. Let the old man do his research, or find some way to discredit him. If you're lucky, he'll discredit himself. What are you afraid of, Ignacy? We wonder. Either way, this has to end. It's tearing us apart. Your father would have put a stop to it by now. With patience, your friends in town. Oh. Your father would have put a stop... This is either the Steel Garrote talking with the governor, and he was also in on their attempted coup. Or there's more Skay Knights in town, and they're getting sick and tired of everything going on, and they're basically saying, hey, if you don't put a stop to this, we'll start acting like Skay Knights again, and everything's gonna go to shit.
Consider yourself a guest in my town.
Did you know that Elder Rosanna has been leaving food out for the deceased?
The short answer is yes, I'm aware.
I figured.
And I've tolerated it, up to a point. We are a community of animancers. Among other things, we have a healthy respect of the dead.
The multiple dozens of revenants walking around tending your farms would put that comment in doubt, but okay.
I have no wish to anger the departed, but then again, my first responsibility is to the living.
Nonetheless, I just thought you should know.
There's nothing wrong with staying informed. Thank you, Envoy.
Now on to more serious matters, Governor. I rooted out a camp of Steel Garrote paladins hiding in the wilderness.
The Steel Garrote? Here? Well, well. Apparently nature is not the only foe in Emerald Stair. Worse, my rangers turned a blind eye to it.
I wouldn't necessarily say blind eye. The Steel Garrote can be surprisingly stealthy if they want to.
Satisfy my curiosity. Why am I hearing this from the Adiran envoy? Don't you and the Steel Garrote share the same master?
Ah, nice. Governor, I need you to understand. I'm an envoy of the Emperor. I serve the Empire. They serve Wodaka.
I'm glad you recognize the difference. Take this with my gratitude. And let us pray this is the last we've seen of the Steel Garrote.
I can already assure you that prayer would be in vain. That is not going to be the case. Okay, so hopefully now the governor has a far more positive opinion of us. Since we helped handle all of... I thought I saw something over there. Now we can go talk to Giada. This is not where her house is. It's down here. There we go. him. Honestly surprised. Where did her mentor go, now that I think about it? Oh, well.
Are you as excited to get started as I am? Because I'm very excited.
Are you excited to get started? Me having completed 99% of this zone. Oh. Oh, we can fucking mention that Yvette and Remy are fucking assholes. I had a very impolite exchange with your Yvette and Remy.
I hate to admit it, but I saw that one coming. Those two don't get out much.
That's putting it mildly.
When Ignacy took away their research funding, I pulled some strings to get it back. He told me I was a fool, but they'll prove him wrong someday. I have faith.
Well, I also met with Elia Rosel.
I hope you had an enlightening visit at the corpse farm.
That's one way of putting it.
Elia is one of my favorite neighbors, second only to Quilici.
Wait, he has a lore entry? Animancer of the Veiled Republic's one of the original founder. Oh, so he worked alongside... the governor's father. Taking on a new role as mentor and surrogate father to Yada Castell, having retreated from politics and research. Okay.
When her best farmhand got stuck up a tree, I got him down in one piece. Well, several pieces.
How does a revenant end up in a tree?
I've always looked up to her. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
You haven't turned in the heart yet? What do you mean I haven't turned in the heart? What am I supposed to... Oh, it's in the fucking... Ow. I completely forgot. I thought I had to bring the heart to her. It's to the fucking guy who's doing the experiment in here. I completely forgot. Hold on, can I...
You have the heart.
There we go. Ooh. Is it supposed to be doing that?
For an Adiran, you're very resourceful. And a more than capable companion for poor Giada.
Oh, my nose. Do you have any idea what it took to get... Honestly, I mean... It's fine. We used a couple of consumables. Whoop-de-doo. Does Giata not have many friends?
Very few. Save for old Quilici, and he's like a father. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first. Let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver. No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood.
Find an authority and figure out what happened. I wash my hands in the sea and leave. I continue looking at the sun. Metaphysical quiver, like to hold arrows in? I mean, obviously quivering of the soul. It's just a weird phrasing. What kind of question is that?
It's less of a question and more of a stimulus. As long as you're honest, there's no wrong answer.
I wash my hands in the sea and leave.
All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum.
Seasons, puppeteer, divination. I mean, I was going to say politics, but... Clock.
Chrysalis.
Transformation.
The spark ignites a flame. An idea ignites a war.
Hello? You still with me?
I think my soul is particularly sensitive to your examination.
In that case, let's stop it before I do any lasting damage. Hey, let's go over your results. Your soul is like a piece of sea glass. All the edges are smoothed down. Quite beautiful, really. Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold.
Well, Yvette and Remy certainly thought so.
God, my condolences. Those two are a handful, even for animancers. What I see is something entangled about your soul. An outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you. It's old, dark, and rather tricky to pin down.
Very interesting. I need to trace it back to the source.
That would be closer to Giata's area of expertise. I'm sure she'd love to give you a look. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. But you came for Giata's theory of the Dream Scourge.
No mention of the black bile building up in you. I think these guys have moved past the concept of the four humors, Tenwin. I think they're a little bit past that point.
Between the two of us, she's on to something. Our farms are in great peril. The essence has been drained from the land, diverted, like the flow of a river.
That essence has to go somewhere.
Exactly. And if I know essence, it can't have gone too far.
There was that Valiant Animancer in PoE 1 that still followed it when examining Aloth, and she was considered a bit delusional even by her fellow Animancers as well.
All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Yeah, I'll be honest. He lost me when we started talking about souls. What did I miss?
Nothing important, Marius. You're fine. We have 1 point available here. Honestly, we're still doing fine on damage. Constitution, as long as I dodge, is okay. We're going to make Perception an even 5, and I think that's going to be it for Dexterity Perception. We're going to double down on increasing Intellect and Resolve from here. Because I really like the Intellect and Resolve conversation options for the most part. There we go. Bard can tell the thing in your soul must be something similar to a god, but having occurred in a manner more organic than the Ingwithan creation of gods, so the events surrounding aren't so clear as to their purpose of origin. Yeah, that's kind of the feeling I got as well. The alternative the only thing I can think of is that the Living Lands has a god that was created by the godless, but in a natural way. So we know the Ingwithans created their pantheon through mass, let's be honest, mass ritual suicide of their entire civilization to create the pantheon. I think what happened in the Living Lands is that as beings were born with these fungal growths that might have been a natural, like, living being of this land, as those people lived, experienced life, had their souls go through the normal process of growing, and then died, we know that portions of the soul break off in the beyond. I think that in the Living Land, instead of those portions being fed into the wheel, like what usually happens, or disappearing into entropy, like Rimmergon's realm, they instead became trapped in the Living Land. And over the millennia, as people lived and died and were, again, this is during the Age of the Godless, so before the Ingwithan Pantheon. Over the millennia of people living in this area and being in tune with the nature, those soul fragments coalesced in the beyond into a god naturally. Now, that god only really has influence over the Living Land, but because it emerged naturally, it was a threat to the rest of the Ingwithan Pantheon, and they worked to destroy the godless civilization. How's the Avowing going? I'm doing great, Negritep. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. We're still making our way through Emerald Stair right now, but we've gotten pretty much all of the side quest content done, and I'm still a little disappointed that this whole section of the map is not explorable, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll go through Giada's house or something and it'll be explorable or something. I don't know.
Something the matter? I hope none of my colleagues scared you off.
I've consulted with Montor Pastor.
And you got his machine up and running. That's what I call progress. I helped Monto after his wife died. She was brilliant, and he took the loss hard. I'm going to miss him.
I do sometimes feel like if I mispronounce his name, I'm going to get in trouble, but yeah. Negaratep. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Sounds like you've met with everyone. We're ready to get started.
Again, we're ready to get started. Finished 90% of the content in this area.
So, did you learn anything of particular interest?
Something is draining the life from your farms. Animancers are unhinged, unregulated, and too dangerous to be left alone. You seem to be right about the Dream Scourge. It's far older and stranger than any of our previous assumptions.
That's the fun part of metaphysics. Everything is strange, but nothing is new. Look at us. Barely even started, and already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi.
Are we studying the Dream Scourge or planning a heist?
Under the circumstances, the two are not so different. I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals.
Okay, I follow so far.
Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem.
Okay, so by tapping into the Adra pillar, you're disrupting the natural essence flow, which would explain why the revenants would start to get bitey, because if the natural essence flow is disrupted, they start craving human flesh. Okay, again, I'm glad you thought of doing all of this before doing the experiment. I'll be honest, I was half expecting that this kind of stuff would only get brought up after we'd done it, and then you're like, well, it's not that big of a problem. No, it's a big problem. Thank you for identifying that, Giada.
And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject.
Okay, so you're really running circles around the governor, I'll give you that.
I'd call that a good day's work.
Sounds like you've covered every detail and contingency.
Animancy takes a lot of preparation. You might only have one chance to run through an experiment.
I mean, I feel the scientific method is getting a little roundabout here if you can only run an experiment once and can't repeat repeat what's going on.
Now we just need the right equipment for the job.
No, Tenwin. I thought you said there was no romance in this except for like the weird one that you can kind of get with Kai by the end or whatever.
When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other.
Ooh.
The
Phantasmal Focus. Ooh, I like the name. I'm guessing you want to study the Dream Scourge by filtering out all local interference.
Exactly. There are many ways of going about it, but my mother's invention will get us quick results. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident. Since they died.
I'm sure everything's fine. It's just a spooky death basement.
Don't worry, Marius. Since we're having Giada as a companion, I was planning on leaving you out of this part anyways.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there.
Don't worry. I can go down there and grab it for you.
The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of course you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
There's no way it's going to be as simple as walking in and grabbing it. There's no way. Or is it Giada's basement key? He opens the basement door to the Castell family lab. Giada entrusted it to you because she won't go down there herself. Touching it instills a sense of worry as though it holds some lived experience. I mean, yeah, the brutal deaths of both of her parents.
Died. I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
There's no way in hell it's going to be as easy going down there.
Right. Feels great.
Why the hell? Why does the sound change as we get closer to the door? Yeah. We've seen that one. Ooh.
Something's not right here. Stay ready.
Yeah, why the fuck are these essence batteries still...
Who grows here?
Haven from the Blight. Many faces of Bareth. Yeah, we've seen this. The Valians know him as Kerono. Er Glanfoth, known as Benwin I Enku and Eku I Benwin. Yep, we've seen those. Arter Castell's will. To Giada, I leave my mother's amulet, the only piece of the Valian Republics I took from home. My one condition is that she wear it as a reminder that we all come from somewhere. May she find comfort in a chain that binds the present to the past. I leave her also the house, the laboratory, and our inventions, all of them, with no conditions or expectations to weigh her down. Please forgive us. Ooh. Somebody knew that there was going to be a problem with this experiment. Okay, so we have kind of seen a few writings from her parents. It's very obvious that her mother was much more of the experiment with everything, whereas the dad was much more, hold on, let's take a moment and think this through before we do something. Arthur insists that I write something down in case the worst should come to pass, but what inheritance do I have to offer? What legacy do I leave? I took no possessions from the homeland. I own nothing but my ambition and my mistakes. The ink is blotched, as if someone tapped their quill on the parchment several times before continuing. To Giada, I leave my unshakable resolve, the determination to see her plans through to the bitter end, and the presence of mind to remember what is important. Let her have all of my best qualities. Should the experiment fail, I won't need them anymore. Not where I'm going. On the one hand, I get the sentiment. On the other, yeah, you can see the definitive difference between the two mindset of these two. Giftbearer's Pilgrimage. We've seen this one. Merciful Andra. Yep, Take the Tide. Arthur Castell's Journal. Cordella is right, of course. We could refine the phantasmal focus for the rest of our lives, or we could put it to good use. So why do I have such doubts? Our plan has always been to tinker with the natural order, but nature is not orderly in the living lands. If we poke too hard at nature, who's to say something won't poke us back? Okay, yeah, see? Dude was already kind of on the same level as I am right now in regards to this. My friends, you spend too much time in the privacy of your lab. I know that words were exchanged and more than one ego was bruised after that incident at the workshop, but the damage is superficial. Our community is ready to welcome you back with open arms. For the moment, I am seeing to Giada's education, but I urge you to give her the attention she deserves. She is a promising young woman in a difficult and influential time in her life, and she needs the counsel of her family more than ever. Periquiliki. Yeah, so family friend trying to talk them down. Obviously, there was some disagreements with their research methods. Oh, boy. Abaddon's Hands. Oh. I don't think we've read this one. Of all the stories of all the gods, no doubt one of the most charming is the legend of Abaddon's Hands. In some cultures, the hands are tiny, cheerful creatures that hide in the walls and in the cracks between paving stones. In other, they are silent men of stone who roam distant lands. That's the eyeless, guaranteed. In all such tales, however, they are Abaddon's constructs, built in his image to continue his good work of creating strong and wondrous things in this world. Thus, upon spying a mighty mountain peak or a row of Adra pillars or another natural marvel, parents and nursemaids will tell young children that these are the work of Abaddon's hands. Such is the appeal of Abaddon as a deity that it is the legend that we recognize familiar shapes in the natural world. Thus, when we see a landform that resembles a colonnade or an arched gate or a mighty home, we see a hand and a purpose at work that is not unlike our own. And while Abaddon's own identity as a construct is alienating to some, to many of us his crude yet practical shape is comforting. While the other gods take the form of birds, beasts, and sea, Abaddon takes the shape of our most common tools and constructions. His debasement in a body of iron elevates our own works and labors, and it offers us a grand hope. For if a god could rebuild himself out of iron, what wonders might Kith create with their own hands? And given that he was the only god who wanted to protect the Ingwithan's legacy that would lead other people down the same path of animancy and of technology, there might actually be some truth to that. The device should not work, and yet it does. Therein lies the problem. Theory and reality are in conflict, and to succeed without comprehension is worse than failure. I've learned nothing and can assume nothing about the limitations of this invention, which frightens me almost as much as Cordella's insistence that we keep going. All I know is that the device has tapped into something. I believe it is the essence of the living lands itself. What if I'm wrong, though? What if it's... Several paragraphs have been violently scoured from the page. Have we transgressed so far into the unknowable that we are blind to the grave we are digging ourselves? I must make preparations for her future, for Giada's future. Yeah. Dusty letter from Maxim Vidaro. Arthur, do you have everything you need? After Cordella's outburst at the workshop, they say she retreated into the private lab, which is perfectly fine, but I worry about both you and little Giata. Let me know if you need anything, even if it's just a... Oh, apologies. Even if it's just a talk. I understand your research has made some ambitious strides. It's good for both of you. When you're ready to surface again, we have a game of Hazatoa to finish. I'll keep the pieces warm. Maxim Vidaro, governor of Fior Messiverno. Yeah, so they were like the cream of the crop, animancy-wise. They were well liked and respected by everyone, but they were pushing the bounds in a direction that even a Skainite like Maxim was worried about. Arthur's been quiet lately. I know he's worried about the experiment. He thinks the island will object to our interference, as if such a thing were possible. Well, in this case, it absolutely is. Clearly, our daughter is cut from my side of the family. I can't wait to teach her everything we've learned. With any luck, Giada will be as wild and audacious as the forces at play around her.
But you're pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
Yeah. That.
Beauty reborn.
No.
Of peace.
No. That is not Beauty Reborn, you piece of shit. Cordello, think of animancy as a lantern in the night. The weak flame sputters, offers a mere glimpse of the cold emptiness beyond. Just enough light to wander a few steps ahead and then scamper back to the safety of home. The time has come for you to take your lantern deeper into the night, even if you vanish into a place where none dare follow. Imagine how much farther your daughter can go with you lighting her path. Heed our advice. When the phantasmal focus is ready, do not hesitate. Animancy is a mere lantern, but you have invented a lighthouse. We suggest you use it. Your old friends. The letter is signed with a crooked drawing of an eye in multicolored ink. An eye in multicolored ink. Well? But no, Whale would... I mean, Whale is all about contradiction in the usage and hiding of technology, but if they had really found something that would lead to human or Kith usage of animancy on that scale, there's no way the other gods would allow Whale to just allow someone to find that. And the fact that it signed your old friends, that's the same kind of letter writing as we saw with the letter that was in the governor's office, which means somebody is still hanging around here. But they both support the governor cracking down on animancy while simultaneously supporting Giada's parents running a more ambitious experiment, which means they're playing both sides against each other. Old friends, my ass. No wonder Giada couldn't come down here. This is deeply fucking disturbing. The phantasmal focus.
Gods. We can leave now, right?
Yeah, you know what?
Giada.
I'm thinking that's a good idea.
Living with this right under her nose.
Yeah, we need to leave. We need to leave. Where is it? Phantasmal focus. This animancy device was invented by Arthur and Cordella Castell before their untimely death. Giada is probably the only animancer in existence who knows how it works. Okay, yeah, we need to leave. I don't like this place.
Anyone know what happened back there?
I don't want to know what happened back there.
I think those were Giada's parents.
Why is that glowing?
Whatever's left
just
of them.
glass. Yeah, no.
So they're dead?
I hope they are, Marius.
Something like that.
I don't want. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. This is the kind of shit that is why Adir is like, nope, animancy, just nope. I don't want to know what happened back there. Oh, good. Yeah, Whale. Oh, that was. Yeah, that just looked disturbing.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there?
Good gods, where else would they be?
Nowhere. It's been a while since I visited the lab. I just needed to make sure.
Like, that whole... I should have noticed the music cut out when we were down there. Like, the ambient sound largely cut out when we were down there. It just... I felt a chill up my fucking spine the whole time.
All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing.
They deserve a proper burial.
Quilici thought so too. Even Ignacy offered to lend a hand. But I forbade it. My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands. And it destroyed her. My father. Our family.
It's amusing that you can make trees creepy. Well, funnily enough, I had a flashback to when I was younger and played BioShock for the first time. Because there's an area in BioShock called, I think, the Arcadian Gardens or whatever. And all of the splicers there wear masks made out of tree bark. And you can find them laying about the area. And one of the best, like, horror moments I had in the game is when you turn a corner and there you find a workbench and there's just one of these wooden masks sitting on it. And then when you look up, there's light shining from behind you towards the workbench when you walk down the path. And if you look up after looking at the mask, you'll see a second shadow of someone else behind you. When you turn around, the splicer disappears. One of the most effective horror moments I've ever had in a video game. So when I see like wooden faces carved like that, like unmoving wooden faces, my brain connects it to that moment. And I always get a shudder down my spine. I always remember that.
People are too quick to risk everything for an ideal. I'm sorry it didn't work out for your family.
So I swore an oath. No one could enter the lab until I understood what happened.
Until today. So do you know what happened?
I'm on the right track to figuring it out, which is almost as good. Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change.
Come on, Brown Bear, you're being disingenuous here. She just meant an oath as in an oath. She's not a paladin.
With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way.
Okay, so she's going to be using it as a wand or a mace or something. You want to use that as a weapon?
Don't worry. It's more durable than it looks. Kind of like me.
Sorry, I'm just being stupid and attempt to be funny. I understand, Lord Brown Bear, but there's like a certain level where it's just like, oh, come on, man. Like, that's just not a good joke. it didn't land. I'm sorry, Brown Bear, it didn't land. I appreciate you tried, but it didn't land. Scepter mostly.
The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Fjord. There should be some equipment waiting for us.
Well, then let's be off.
Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling how long we'll be gone.
So this is basically confirming, get ready for a long dungeon.
And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
No, we're keeping Kai. Where was this performance anxiety when you were shouting in the governor's face?
That was not my finest hour. I was so angry. Mistakes were made. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, I don't want there to be any mistakes.
Marius, you've had enough problems with everything we've been doing regarding the godless ruins and the soul magic. You can head on back to camp. We won't be long.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
Nice. Ooh, Giada calls forth an invigorating wave of energy that heals allies by 25% of their maximum health. Order Giada to empower and activate essence generators. She uses animancy to understand the world around her. While the science of souls remains controversial, she believes the untapped essence of the living lands can and should be put to good use. She wants to prove her convictions by supporting the party in battle. Armed with the phantasmal focus, she will draw upon the spiritual currents of the living lands to heal and defend her friends. Okay, so this is our support character. This is the closest we're going to get to a cleric, basically. Interesting. Let me see her... Where is it? Companions. There we go. We've got 4 companion points. So she's got Invigorating Wave, heals allies of 25% of their maximum health, 50. Enemies within range of the purification are interrupted and knocked back. Increased damage reduction of allies by 20% for 15 seconds. Grants all allies a shield that provides temporary health for 20 seconds. Nice. When the barrier is active, Giada cannot be hit and knocks melee attackers back. Ooh. Party limits in RPG video games, but when you play with a real-life group and have to coordinate real-time with a group during session, smaller groups are better? Yes. My personal opinion is, I think Owlcat has done it best with the one player character and the 5 NPCs. It gives you a nice range of abilities without feeling too overwhelming. Smaller is not always better, but bigger is also not always better at all either. You mean like PoE 1? Yes, exactly, Tenwin. Which is why I was kind of disappointed PoE 2 reduced it by 1. And I'm also disappointed that when we do get to Baldur's Gate 3, you can only have 3 companions with you. Because I feel like, at least in a full-blown CRPG, I would rather have closer to 5 or 6. Whereas a game like this, I don't mind having only 2, because you've seen me. I don't remember to use any of their abilities. I just mainly use them as distractions so I can kill everything. Acceleration increases move speed and attack speed of all allies by 50%. Yes, I want that. And Giada's attacks heal all allies by a small amount. Ooh, that sounds really good. He's got a couple of points. Let's go ahead and buy that. Let's go ahead and buy that. Increased duration of acceleration by 10 seconds. Allies empowered by acceleration use their speed to gain a 15% damage reduction. Go ahead and increase it by 10 seconds, but we're definitely going to grab that 15% damage reduction as well. Reconstruction increases the healing granted to allies below 20% health. Grants temporary health to allies that are already at maximum health. Reconstruction revives incapacitated allies when Giada kills an enemy. Ooh, that's good. Also worthwhile to mention how lower character numbers also has a tendency to limit you way more, as you still usually need tank support. Yeah, like that's the kind of thing I've already noticed when I was looking at Baldur's Gate 3 and its companions. It's like, well, I want to play... we're leaning towards Warlock, but my other choice that I'm considering is a Paladin. And it's like, well, if I play a Paladin, I'm a melee frontliner, just like Lae'zel and just like Karlach. So why would I bring them? Because I've only got 3 slots. Like, it is one of those things where it's like, well, it's like on the one hand, party composition, that's very important. On the other, I want actual story content, you know? I want to hear the NPCs talk. All right, let's get moving. So I don't think there was anything else out here. What is left? We're still looking for the Totem of Defiance, but we can always hold off on that. We need to return that. That's Kai's. Right, you. We need to... So it's... Looks like it's to the south of... Emerald Stair. It's got to be down here somewhere. So we're going to start from the Ranger headquarters. Turn-based systems can afford the most party members, but real-time games can be rough to work with. You had some difficulties with PvE2 due to those elements. That is true, Brown Bear. That is true. But if we're talking... But to bring that back around, as you said, with turn-based systems, Baldur's Gate is a turn-based system, and yet they did go for a much smaller party size. Okay, so I think it's on this side somewhere. Trying to see how this looks. I think that's it. Hold on. Hold on. No, it's not this side. Wait, hold on. Because there's no canopy over that level. Okay, so... Maybe the other side? One thing Larian does well is that you rebuild any party member from scratch so they aren't stuck with their class. I wish Alcad had more customization with party members because I like the party members but want to make other builds. At the same time, it can make the story awkward if you rebuild the wizard whose whole identity is being a wizard or barbarian. Exact. Okay, so it's on this side. It's on this side. Let's start from here. Which means it's probably down here. No, I agree, Lord Brown Bear. Like, go look up, like, character build guides for Wrath of the Righteous companions. And it's like, well, Sela starts as a paladin with 2 levels, but guess what? She's going to spend the other 18 levels on stuff that is completely unrelated to being a paladin. Okay, hold on, hold on. Okay, no, it's closer. It's closer. It's not... I like PoE2's approach where every party member has a range of classes, multi-classes that offer variety will not be inconsistent with the character. Yes. Agreed. That was a very strong point for both the original and the second. Oh, aha! Damn, how did I miss this? Light armor. Oh, interesting. Hilda's handy hide. Ooh. I do like the look of it, though. It's got, like, all the pouches, all the, like, it's like, this is, like, peak adventuring gear. A little bit of an Inquisitor vibe? Yeah, a little bit. But it's also got, like, I am prepared for anything and everything. I like it. I actually do. I don't like the stats, obviously, but I might keep it just for the transmog because I like how it looks. Hilde was an incredibly talented survivalist of some renown in her life, though in death she has become something of a local legend. Hailing from the White That Wends, she traveled an incredible distance to make it all the way to the Living Lands. Throughout her travels to and around the Living Lands, Hilde was known as an extremely benevolent woman who made friends just about everywhere she went. Whether braving deadly storms at sea, the scorching breath of a drake, or the frozen winds of her own homeland, or trudging through acidic bogs, Hilde's spirits never dampened. She survived more dangers in her time than most Kith can dream of, and one day died peacefully in her sleep, surrounded by the many friends and allies she had made on her adventures. Oh, that's cool. It also means we need to find some better boots. No, I don't like the look of those. The Tranton family greaves kind of look okay. Ugh, the War Mage boots look bad. I like the Aothasian boots. They fit like the rough and tumble adventurer look. As for... Ooh, the gloves of the Strangler's natural look actually looks really good with these. Hold on. Blackwing gloves also look good. Nah, not those. I still like the Blackwing gloves. I still think they look the best out of this. I'm loving that. This looks very... I like this. I like this is I like this look. I don't even know how else to say it. I just like it. Purely subjective. It's a purely subjective thing. Okay, let's head on over to Nakutadek. We'll go to the party grounds. We'll go ahead and talk to Giada while we're here as well. Oh, and we can see if we can upgrade our armor a little bit more. Unspent ability points. Wait, what? Oh, I do. I do have an unspent ability point. We grabbed that last time, and that's working out really well on that. Is there anything I want? We haven't unlocked that yet, because we're at level 14 still. I feel like if I could redo this, I actually probably would get rid of Jolting Touch in favor of Corrosive Siphon. I feel like if you're not using a Grimoire very much, you don't want to get more than like 1 spell per tier because Yeah, it could you could very easily end up spending all of your points on this and not have any other support ability. Reset points at the bottom left. I can. I know. I'm not gonna do that just yet. We haven't done, like, it's not such a annoyance now, Tenwin. We can always do it later. I'm fine with that. I am thinking returning storm or a missile salvo. They are expensive though. What else do we have? I don't think there was anything else. Chill blade. No. Because I'm thinking like the only exception would be this tier where you want like one damage spell and then Arcane Veil. Like Arcane Veil is too fucking useful. It's too useful for a mage character. We'll go with Missile Salvo. I want Missile Salvo. And then, oh no, wrong one. We're gonna go into here. And we're gonna put that on 5, and then we're gonna put... Nah, we're good right now. We're good. So Giada, and yes, we do want to check out Giada's... Nope, not that one. There we go. What other outfits do you have? Ooh, we got fancy Valian coat. This is very much like the frock coat from PoE 2. Ooh, or we can go dark. Nah, let's go fancy.
I hope no one minds. I made myself at home.
Did it?
Don't mind it.
Yeah, it did.
It's
Sweet.
good to have you. Tell us a bit about yourself, Giada.
Let's go ahead and add that. Critical hits deal high poison accumulation. Okay. So a corrosion build likes this.
Long conversations, and my favorite season is autumn. Apparently, I also snore, which annoys some people.
So do I. Glad it won't just be me now. We should pitch our tents on either side of Marius.
Alright, we're gonna keep that. Those. Do we have... We need to get the Valiant breastplate up, which means we need 3 additional pieces. Oh, we can start... Okay, we can start adding that. Ah, we're gonna be 1 short, aren't we? And I can only make a regular piece of Awakened Otter. Damn. Okay, well, there's no point in that. I'm gonna go ahead and... Petrified Wood Branch. So we've officially reached the point where we can start selling fine equipment, because fine equipment is not going to get us enough blues to convert into purples. We need to start looking for exceptional equipment so that we can start breaking that down as well. The Obsidian Fit looks nice on her. It does, but I want to try the Valian look for a little bit. If it gets a little annoying or I get tired of it, we can switch her over to the Obsidian one. Let's go ahead and craft up some Hylea's Talons. Because in order to even get tier 1, yeah, we don't have nearly enough stuff. Even if we broke down and converted everything, we don't have nearly enough to get it to the first tier. So what we need to focus on getting this upgraded and getting the Valiant breastplate upgraded. So if that's the case, let's go ahead and get you upgraded to tier 2. And then we need 1 more piece of corrupted odd.
Drone really helps him sleep.
Right, that's me. And the first rule of camp is never listen to Kai. He's a blessed Nimdude of the highest order.
If anyone needs their soul tinkered on, don't hesitate to ask. I'm rather good with souls.
I'll take your
Wrong crowd for this, Giada. Wrong crowd.
Thank you again for letting me join you. An Animancer never misses an opportunity to embrace the unknown. Still, being an Animancer feels different without Fior Messiverno. For the first time, I don't have to prove myself to anyone.
I mean, I'd appreciate it if you were still effective, because you kind of need to prove it to me. I hope you're not going to be a burden. Fior isn't going anywhere. Perhaps your work with the Dream Scourge could make amends.
You're forgetting all the bridges I burned on my way out. No, that part of my life is over. At least now I have a place I can call my own.
Well, I don't have much to offer other than a messy camp and an old bedroll.
Believe me, that's plenty. Not to change the topic, but this little adventure of ours, Will it be dangerous?
I'd like to imagine that my envoy just stops, stares at her, and has like a Vietnam-style flashback for a few seconds of all the animals we've had to butcher over the course of this adventure. Probably, though hopefully not through any fault of ours.
A little bit of trouble in moderation can be good for the soul. My mother and father taught me how to defend myself, among other things. When you need me, I'll be ready. I hope so, anyway.
That's enough for now. We only have so long, and I do want to get started on this area before we get off to that. We'll talk to Marius afterwards. Exit here. Ooh. Yeah, we got Kai and Giada. I like the art. Kai looks way more dangerous in this, whereas Marius looks way more casual in this art. Holy shit. Meanwhile, Giada just looks like she's about to smack somebody. Alright, we've only got so... Oh, God, of course.
Did they not glow in the light? Her parents, her sentinels.
Oh, are you gonna try and justify this? Because I'm about to verbally bitch slap you if that's the case.
To grow and flourish still, life without rot, form without death.
You go back to camp, you can select and deselect companions if there are changes. We'll check that out next time, Tenwin. You and I have different ideas of beauty. They looked monstrous.
Is the mycelium monstrous? Fair or foul? It merely lives.
Oh, of course. All life is the same, whether you're a normal person or a ravening monster. Fuck you.
Endless spring. They breathe. They flower. They will never fade.
Is there a way to turn them back then?
Apple into seed. We think not. They have blossomed now.
And just like that, you know, we were starting to build a little bit of rapport. I was starting to at least think, okay, maybe I don't trust you, but maybe we can come to a conclusion. This conversation is already like, you're just destroying dozens of hours of progress.
They sing in peace. Was it not worth the change?
No. No. We cannot decide for others. They should always have the choice.
Do we not? The bear would have spent its days in the wood. They are strong now.
Nope.
Vibrant. Better than their frail shells.
Oh, here we go. The gods always know better. Yeah, no. You disgust me. Let me sleep.
Even the darkest evening clouds part with the morning mist. Sleep now. Dream of beauty and new life. We will speak soon.
I'm sure we will. I can't seem to get you out of my head anyways. And just like that, I have way less sympathy for her. Have you restocked on Awakened Audra by any chance? You have not. Unfortunate. All right. You two are still arguing. Ah, and she's going to finally open up a path into the rest of the temple. All right. Can't wait to watch what happens when we turn on the equipment.
There should be some equipment by the Adra pillar.
Oh.
Well, here we are on the precipice of discovery. Armed and ready for mischief.
I'm 2 out of 3 anyway.
He's like, mischief, please, no. We keep running into crazy shit. I don't want to have to deal with it again.
Before we get started, indulge me. What are you excited to learn about?
Anything I can about the entity currently tethered to my soul. The recent conversations with her are starting to worry me.
We'll get to that and more, I promise. Now, I'm going to tap into the pillar's dormant energy and give it a good shake. In layman's terms, I'm chumming the water and daring the Dream Scourge to show its ugly face.
Is that a good idea?
No, but it should get us results.
Okay, so be prepared to be attacked. That's what I'm hearing now. Oh boy.
All right. Drawing on the energy of the phantasmal focus, I'll start with a low-frequency ethereal vibration.
Oh dear.
I've got nothing. You?
Like I could go for some pie.
God damn it, Kai.
Shit. All right, adjusting the frequency. The focus is warming up. I hope that's a good sign. Let me know if you feel something. Who knows how your godlike nature will react to this. Brace yourself. We're going to pin this bastard down.
On the one hand, I'd like more context. On the other, the fact that neither me nor Kai are animancers means that
Don't
we're
worry,
just as lost
I'm a
as I am.
professional. Now, here goes nothing.
Oh dear.
Souls in a
Oh,
circle,
fucking hell.
a whirlpool. We twine.
What do you want now?
Hey, I think I got something. The focus twitched, like a fishing rod.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Is that a door?
Yes, that is a door. You did
Not
something.
the result I was looking for, but a result nonetheless.
It felt strange for a moment there. Like we got something's attention.
Hold on to that feeling. We might need it again. Right before the door opened, I detected something in the Adra.
Like what?
That's right. The Dream Scourge has a point of origin. We can study the affliction from here, but I don't know that we can stop it.
So we find the source, cut it off from the root.
My thoughts exactly. If we want to stop the Dream Scourge, we still need to learn more about the source of the affliction. I hate to say it, but we'll get better results at the base of the pillar, where the energies are more potent.
It feels like we're walking into a trap. That door opened for a reason.
Trap or no trap, I didn't come all this way just to give up.
Hey, I wasn't saying we were giving up. I'm just saying be aware.
After you.
Gods, did you open that door? I've been praying here for ages. And in all that time, I've never found a way down to the lower levels. Not one. You're going down there, aren't you?
Well, I'm not going to find the answers I'm looking for up here.
I wish I could help. All I can tell you is to take care. I tell the acolytes to walk softly for a reason. Something is alive down there. Or if not alive, moving.
What could survive down there for so long?
Whatever it is, it knows only the depths. If you don't return, I'll tell the others what happened.
If I don't return, you better find a way to close that door. Or we're gonna be in... Why the fire? Whatever. Reload.
I did not bring us here to explore. Clearly, something wants to be found.
Does this feel like the start of a cautionary campfire tale to anyone else?
I wonder.
A little bit.
Did you open the door? Or did the door open for you?
I don't want to contemplate the implications of that right now. I just want to loot. What have we got? Ugh, common breastplate. That's gonna weigh us down. No reason to go up there. I don't like this. There we go. Was there anything up here? Nope.
Incredible. These ruins are untouched. We are the first to disturb them. When was the last time anyone walked these passages? It must have been centuries. No, millennia. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk more once we reach the bottom.
Joe's command. Yeah. Open the command. But there's no... Oh, it's right there.
Just a little spark.
Kai, you might want to move. There we go.
Lead the way.
Got soul pod. Okay, hold on. Oh, wow, the water is... The water was completely crystal clear. That was almost disturbing. Let's go ahead and switch over to our Eyes of Rimmergand. There we go. Elias Talon. Up here. 2 chests. Oh, get me that. I bought all these lockpicks for a reason. You want to open that door before continuing? Wait, what? You mean back there? Hey, we found the effigy.
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp.
Yep. It doesn't look like there's anything else. You just did? Yeah. Sorry, Time. When I was too focused on trying to get everything looked at. All right. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, get fucked. Please switch. Stop. No shooting. And they fucking poisoned me. Of course they did. Spring berries. Got it?
Not bad for a scholar.
Indeed. Soul sponge.
A little power goes a long way.
That open for me, would you?
Spark.
Oh wait, hold on. There's these plants. Okay, there's that one. Ooh. Hi, if you would please. Ow, ow, ow! It's the fucking. Ow, god damn it! It's the stupid ass. Right, Marius warned us about this stuff. Ugh. Oh, more plate armor. Really? Doesn't do us any good. Okay, we need to...
No! The knife that pierces in the dark.
Whatever this is, at least it's dead.
What in the fuck?
2 points for the godless, none for the abominations.
What in the fuck is that? Hold on. Okay, it's got sparks on it, which means it's some kind of animat. Its legs are made out of blades, so are its arms. What in the hell? But it doesn't look like any Ingwithan construct we found. Oh, well, that helped. Oh, ooh. No, the runes don't even look Ingwithan either. But if it was godless, why would a godless trap destroy it?
Look out. Some kind of trap overhead.
Oh, you're right. Shit. I don't know what... $5 says it shoots something. You just... Magfolk? The Magfolk. What? Magfolk. I'm not remembering where that's from. Ingwithan's beefing with the godless? Maybe. But it doesn't look like any of their designs, although I suppose it could be pre-Ascension Ingwithans or something else that we haven't seen before. The Eyeless was Magfolk? Oh, right, a creation of the gods. Fucking chanters.
A little help.
No. We're taking care of you before I go down there.
Seek.
I don't care about your fucking damage. I have magic armor. Oh, fuck you. No. No magic. No magic.
Beyond seek.
Get fucked. Who the fuck hit Giada? How the fuck was she down?
Beautiful.
That doesn't make any sense.
Life into death. To think it survived all these years.
It's surprisingly colorful. Not sure what I expected.
It is interesting how the usage of all of the, oh, that's a find. No, we can start selling those now because we just need the, regular stuff. So anything that isn't a purple, we can start selling. Let's just go ahead and pop that.
We've seen godless architecture before, but I've never seen godless art until now. Just imagine how much has been lost. We should keep moving.
Oh, that's what they were talking about. What? There's a... Hold on. How do we... Aha!
Little power goes a long way.
Charge it.
There we go. Pop it. Oh. That sounded very interesting. Nope, just the chest. Okay. Give me all that. It looks like a volcano. It's an infant. Okay, so a child, a woman, and a elderly woman from the looks of it. And then a singular plant, a larger plant, and then some kind of deity figure. So it's some kind of like circle of life kind of thing is what I'm getting from this. They had the moon, so they didn't worship Andra, but they at least had some kind of moon worship. But then what's this? There's the transformation from one phase to the next, and then this is bleeding off from it. And it looks like its essence flowing into the... I suppose it could... That might not be a volcano. That might be an Adra pillar. Hmm. Open it up.
I would not go swimming if I were you, unless you wish to meet your maker. There must be a way across.
Oh.
If not underwater, perhaps over it.
I need to turn that off. I need to turn that off. Where's the... There's got to be a control switch for it somewhere. Down below, maybe? Not seeing it. That or we need to freeze the water. So we can't get in there without it going off. I mean, I guess that would work. So if I... Alright, so that just freezes that. It doesn't change anything with the water coming down. Yep, that keeps it from there. So then we just... Good thing I have a lot of these. Yeah. There we go. Guys, can you please shut it off?
Just a little spark.
There we go. That turned it off. Guys, get out of the water. Oh no, it's because he's got it built up. Oh my god. Well, we're just gonna have to keep going. I can't do anything to stop it. What else is Soul Spot? Stop it. God damn.
What in the name of Aora is that?
You, think it's sleeping?
I've never seen
I hope
anything
not.
like it before. I
It's
don't believe
another
it's a
one.
statue.
Ooh.
This was
One-handed
alive once.
spear.
The people
And the door closed.
Let's finish.
Switch. Ah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Stun him. Smack him. He's gonna explode. We need to get out. Need to let our... no. Stop shooting my friends. That greater calamity blade? Okay, we need to... Oh, that's a lot of health. That's a lot of health. Okay, we need to deal with the rest of this. Working on it. Working on it. Nope. Got him.
On your right.
I'm over here, Giada. Hold on. I got you. I got you. Will you please die? All right. All right. What have we got left? What have we got left? Okay, you're a piece of shit. There we go. Okay, we just got the Calamity Blight now. Holy crap, he has a lot of health.
Gather round.
Thank you for the restoration. Stop and let me kill you. Oh, God, Lord. Fireball. I'm sick and tired of dealing with these things. Oh, if these are mage folk with the godless wiped out after the ascension, maybe. That's a possibility. Can I not? Oh, no. No, don't do this to me, game. You fucking... Oh, God. The loot is lost forever. Oh, that's gonna piss me off. Primal Wind. Grenade. Primal Wind. Yeah, it's not... Oh, there we go. Primal Rock. Okay. Whew, good. Another grenade. And wait a second. Why is there another body up here? What? Oh, wait. What? How do I get in there? How do I get in you? Aha! Oh, wrong one. Quick grenade. There we go. Give me that. When I fought in the room, one enemy got stuck under the ground. Thankfully, I could hit him from the ground. Thank God for that. That would have been embarrassing if you'd been soft locked out of the fucking area. Well, hard lock, actually. Not even a soft lock, hard lock. Nothing else here. Again, I have to stress the similarities in architectural design between the Ingwithan structures we've seen and the Godless, but just the complete lack of using Adra or copper in any of their architecture. It seems so weird that we see something so similar and yet so different.
Interesting.
Okay, so these people had a concept of the wheel.
Some ideas about reincarnation.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't have a god.
Every other culture I've come across reveres the gods, even if they give them different names and pictures.
Can you imagine life without any gods to guide your destiny? Without anyone shepherding you this way and that? Of course, I can imagine it, but I'll wager you have a harder time.
I mean, the very existence of godlight kind of means that at least some people don't have a choice in the matter. So yeah, Giada. You kind of have to remember that because of that, some people don't get the benefit of not having the god's attention. But yeah, it's just a straight up transference of life into death, death into life. So then these must be the Adra pillars that they're representing here. But that figure, that one's showing up again. And look, it's forming like a child swaddled in clothing. So yes, they had a definitive idea of the transference of life into death, death into life. Yeah, see, forming in the womb, formed a child, handing it to the mother. This is very strange. I hope we get some answers at the bottom of this place, because... Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, how the fuck did Zarips get down here? And a Demogon. Cilia. Ugh. The fact that it's named. Okay. Zarip Bulwark, so we got a tank. Got some skirmishers, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies. There's at least one more. I'll bet you there's a priest somewhere.
They're having fun. Ready to make an entrance?
Yeah,
How did they even get down here? Clever things must have their own secret entrance. I'll say it. I'm impressed.
Yeah, there's a shaman. Okay, we want to take you out.
Nice clean kill.
Oh, god damn it. Zap him. Oh dear. Ah. Okay, I took a lot of damage out of nowhere. As per usual, kill everything that isn't the boss first. There we go. Nope, back it up. Come on. Ow. Hold him off, Giada. Hold him off. We're getting there. All right, that one's down. Ooh, Jesus. Okay, no other targets left. Everybody focus on him. Fuck you. Well, I already have it open, so we may as well. Grab me a Mariner's Porridge and grab me a Springberry. Back it up. I'm still taking a lot of damage. Okay, we need more Springberries then. There we go.
Right behind you.
Whew.
If there are any monsters left, show yourselves. Some of us have work to do.
All right, Awakened Adra. Nice.
Let's
Doesn't
have a
look like
look at the
there's
Adra.
anything else. There's some plants. Grab the Hylaeus Talon. We need to open that up here shortly.
Charge it up.
Thank you.
Goes a long way.
Yep, so that got one of them. Nothing down here. Oh.
Hear us through the Adra.
All right, one moment. One moment.
Charge
Turn
it
that
up.
on too.
Just a little spark.
What is that? Can we open that? No. Why am I... Hold on. What is... Oh, I forgot to pick that up. There we go.
Find us.
Oh, boy. Here we go. What do you want?
We've backed the Dream Scourge into a corner. I say we pin it down here and now, before it wriggles away from us.
Do we need the animancy gear we left on the top?
The equipment was compensating for a poor connection to the beyond. Here, we won't have that problem. The last time we tried this, you felt something, yes? Maybe it had to do with your godlike nature.
I have a feeling it did exactly that, which is kind of why I'm worried.
Try making contact with the Adra this time. It could only help. The effect should be stronger than before. Brace yourself.
Oh boy, even my character looks very concerned with this. Oh yeah, that looks concerning. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh.
You came. Though your words to us are often as cold and sharp as the ice-rimmed peak, you have come to us in this place.
It's the dichotomy, though. You have godless architecture on one side with the weird multicolored eyes, but on multicolored eyes. Of course, how would you represent a singular eye with multiple a being with multiple eyes that are multiple colors, but drawing a single eye with multiple colors? Okay, so someone else is aware of this thing's existence and was pushing Giada's family to pursue their research into it, and has been dealing with the governor as well. But on the other side, you have all the natural stuff. It looks almost Delimgon-like.
Tributary, the halls of life and death.
Okay, so confirmed, we're in the beyond.
The mourners are gone now. Only the memories remain.
So if the Inguithans got rid of rivals by ascending them, but the godless don't have a god to realize that form into, what do they become? As I said, I think it has something to do with the fact that portions of their souls were already splintered off and forming this entity in the living lands before the Inguithans got to them. What are you? Who are you?
We once belonged to the green and the wild. A people lived there once. They loved us as we loved them. They brought their dead to us. We used to dip our fingers, wade in the confluence of souls.
If that was true, you'd have to be as powerful as a god. That's how you brought me back from the dead. Skip to the part where you tell me who you are. If that was true, you'd have to be as powerful as a god.
We dream, the land stirs. We become. They brought their prayers to us. We answered.
So yeah, they unintentionally created a god. Or maybe intentionally created a god. If you're a god, why has no one heard of you?
Our people died. Their books were burned. No one was left to speak our name. But we remember an age of connection and wholeness. Our eyes opened. We were the earth, the sky, many into a whole.
Okay, and actually, Lord Boumber, don't forget, the Inguithans ascended their allies, not necessarily just their rivals. They were willing to ascend the Huana because they believed the Huana were partial to their plan. Same thing with the Yezuda, or whatever the fuck they're called. I can't remember. They were mentioned as being allies of the Inguithans. I think what we're seeing here, remember, in the first game, when we were talking through the memories, they specifically mentioned that there was an age before the Inguithans, an age in which other people believed in other gods, and that most of those gods were, in the Inguithans' eyes, cruel and unusual, or cruel and unnatural. I think because of the nature of reincarnation, because of the nature of the wheel and the soul, most of these gods technically existed in a very primitive form. The people's actions, their worship, and then that worship, those actions as being a part of their soul would start to build a god entity on the other side. But none of them were large scale enough to produce a god of great power. until the Inguithans created their god constructs. The exception might have been the godless, though obviously they're not, that title does not truly seem to fit them based on what we're seeing here. They were separated from the rest of Eora due to their distance up in the living lands, and they were slowly but surely over the millennia, over the course of their own personal beliefs and sacrifice and living in the land and dying in the land, were slowly coalescing into a new, actually powerful god. Basically, this confirms what we were kind of thinking. It's not that gods can't be created, it's that the Inguithans took a shortcut because they have animancy. They purposely sacrificed their civilization, as well as other people's civilizations in the process, in order to create the pantheon. Whereas the godless, the original descendants of the living lands, over the course of millennia, were slowly allowing their energies to coalesce into a god. And I have a feeling that the second the Inguithans learned about that, they fucking annihilated them to prevent the possibility of an outside god competing with them.
We touched the mountains and they molded to our fingerprints. The Akita twined around us. They sang in awe of what we made. They called us the gardener, steward of life, Sapadal.
Sapadal. Divine patron, god of the living lands. Imprisoned and alone, they rattled the bars of their cage and cried for help that only you, their godlike, can provide. Nice to meet you properly. I don't have time for this. That makes you the god of a dead people and the deity that has touched my soul. What else aren't you telling me?
We offer you connection, root to branch, and you return to us with suspicion.
Oh yeah, because it's just so convenient that out of nowhere, I'm the only godlike you've created in thousands of years that's come back to the living lands.
Our spark found you when you dreamed in the womb. Godlike, they said.
Wouldn't killing them upspeed the process? Not if it was done in such a way that the souls were siphoned off. Don't forget, the Inguithans made extensive use of animats and Adra. Imagine living animats killing thousands and absorbing their souls into themselves to be deposited back into the wheel. Or imagine that this was done by the Inguithans' Titan forms, which near as we could tell could probably absorb essence just by being nearby.
But we have felt in you the seed of connection. We have sought you, called to you. Even as you scorn us, we would know you.
About freeing you from your prison. In the Strangleroot, I asked you whose godlike I am, and you told me none of this. Well, now I need your help. We have to stop the Dream Scourge.
Gerard, we feel it too. Our hands are bound.
Because also, Lord Bauer, as you said, about killing with speed of the process, from the looks of it, the process was never finished. But the Inguithans also didn't know how to properly kill her either.
Find us. Free us. The rot that festers seeps into us as well. Our cage is far from here, buried in the garden, beyond the poison sea.
Garden is, yeah, mythical location, rumored to be at the heart of the living land. You still haven't told me why you were in prison.
Would that we knew. Our jailers gave us no explanation. But perhaps the ancients who were beloved to us, perhaps they can quiet the questions in your mind. Go to the halls of the Tabaru Sanakis. We will try to explain.
Yeah, this was the order of, ancient guardians of the living land, born as godlikes imbued with special purpose from the Creator. Yeah, these were the champions of the Akita.
Those who cherish us, the chosen of the Akita, wait there. They will show you the way to the garden, to our prison.
And then you will help me end the Dream Scourge.
We will cleanse this rot with you once our hands are unbound.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure that's all you'll do.
In the garden, we twine, we await. First, let us offer you a sliver of our power, a boon to help you survive and find us. You rejected us once before. let us lend our shade and strength, for your sake and ours.
Ah, we can call him out on this. A sliver of your power is a sliver of the soul. Your gift makes me a little more you.
A mere drop in a lake, a drop of our blood, our sap, giving to nourish you. We would never harm you, seed of our soul. We could not, even if
Not
we
buying all of
wished
this.
such cruelty.
I'm not buying all of this.
Your will remains yours. Will you accept it?
Keep your gift. I will do this my way. And I will ensure that my will and my choices remain my own.
A wasted gesture then. It is yours to regret. Now hurry to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. Bind us. Free us.
Godlike will. Gain a bonus ability point to spend in fighter, ranger, or wizard ability trees. Nice. Nice. Ow. Okay, obviously I passed out and none of you bastards caught me. I will remember this, Kai. Really? I fell over and none of you bothered to catch me. Fucking hell. Why do I bring you people?
You're awake. Finally. We really pushed the phantasmal focus to its limits.
You were out a long time. We gotta start bringing pillows.
I mean, something? Yeah? A fucking cloak? Anything?
For a second there, I thought... Actually, never mind what I thought.
Yeah, I don't want to know. You thought I was dead, didn't you?
Actually, I thought your soul had been blasted to 1,000 pieces. But I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Who is Adair, angel in physical form?
While you were out, I got some clear readings of the Dream Scourge.
Let me guess, you can't do anything about it here.
I've tracked its origin to the center of the living lands.
Yeah, figured.
Somewhere deep in the untouched wilderness.
The garden. It's called the garden.
You've heard of it. Fascinating. Maybe someone knows about this garden of yours. If we find the garden, we can cut off the Dream Scourge at its source. I hesitate to bring it up, but you were muttering while you were out. Had quite a lot to say. Whatever you were communing with, it had a spiritual energy I've encountered before, though only in traces.
I mean, you've probably picked up traces of it throughout the living lands.
Must be connected to the Dream Scourge. Perhaps they share a similar origin.
Their name is Sapadal.
Yes, Sapadal. Who are they? What are they to you?
Apparently, I am a godlike of Sapadal.
Excuse me? Sapadal is a god? But that's impossible. How could we have missed this?
They're trapped in the garden for some reason.
A trapped god. Trapped. And you spoke to them through the Adra. Maybe that tells us something.
A watcher told me that the Adra of the living lands is different.
Not the Adra itself, but how it comes together. We've long theorized that all Adra is connected. But that changed when Animancers came to the living lands. The Adra here is severed from the rest of Eora. Connected only to itself. Or so we believe.
Yeah, it's a self-contained system, essentially. It also means that any souls that die here only get reincarnated through the Adra on the living lands. At least they would have before the wheel got
works
broken.
Through Adra, then the living lands is their prison, their tomb.
There must be some kind of connection between Sapadal and the Dream
You
Scourge.
could be right, but we have no way of knowing for certain. Not yet, anyway. We know the Dream Scourge is coming from this garden of yours. Maybe Sapadal can help us fight it.
We don't even know if it can be trusted.
Indeed. That will be for you to judge.
Okay, I do appreciate this, that we can bring up that we're somewhat suspicious, and the companions can be like, well, we shouldn't turn down help, but you're right, it is suspicious. Like, I'm glad we don't have the companions just going, no, you should totally trust the voice in your head. Like, that would get really old really fast if they were pushing that really hard on the whole, no, you should totally trust the god you came from.
The real question is, where do I start?
We must find the halls of something called the Tabaru Sanakis.
Doesn't ring a bell, but maybe someone's heard of it before. We'll find the source of the Dream Scourge in the garden, but we have to find the garden first.
Then that's where we start.
Let's return to Fior Mesiverno. Banished or not, maybe I can squeeze a few answers out of my colleagues.
After everything we've learned, then maybe the governor will invite you back.
I wouldn't count on it. Besides, what good am I to Fior Mesiverno anymore? The farms, the community, my research, they all depend on animancy. But the Dream Scourge is the end of animancy, the end of the living lands as we know it. We should leave this place and its memories. There's nothing more for us here.
Finding a secret entrance and discovering a new god. Not bad for a day's work.
Wait. We smell the musk of war. We hear the clash of steel.
Oh, fuck. Did the Steel Garrote follow us? Now who's trying to kill me?
Not you. They fade now, but we felt them. Is this true?
I lost you for a second there. Something the matter?
Oh, dear. I have a bad feeling. We should get back to Fior Mesiverno. Fast.
Oh no. Let's go. You take the lead.
Come on. There's a way up those stairs.
Okay. Hold on. First, though, we need... There's one more. Wasn't there a... Hold on. Aha!
Quiet as the depths.
There it is.
Little power goes a long way. Charge it up.
There we go. I think that was the last one. Yeah. Waken Audra. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Might have enough to actually make that last piece of corrupted Audra we need to get our armor up to the top rank.
There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only take so many revelations at a time. What we discovered here, it changes everything.
A hidden god in the living lands. Who knew?
I got a bad feeling that Lodwyn is making her move. Oh, yeah, she definitely is. That's not good.
God. No!
Andra's depths. This was no accident.
And that is a perfect place to fucking stop. Ugh, that was good. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Apparently you missed some Steel Garrote. I mean, I figured we couldn't have found all of them. And quite frankly, I don't know where else we could have found them even if we tried. I have a feeling this is a story event that we could not avoid. We kind of knew the Steel Garrote was going to try something. Where the status of the city actually depends on if you found the Steel Garrote camp. Oh, wait, were there more camps, Tenwin? We could have found more camps? Or is it just that one and that reduces the damage that they did? Nope. Okay, so this was going to happen regardless, but there were no other ways we could have influenced it, is what I'm hearing. Oh boy, I sure hope it's only the Steel Garrote, because if I find the ambassador was supporting this idea, I'm going to be very pissed off at both of them. But that, I did save, right? Yes, there's the city burning in the background. That is going to be it for me today. Thank you all for being here, and thank you all for joining me. It's more that the city is now partially destroyed, but if you didn't find the camp, the entire city is destroyed. Yeah. Now I really wish we could have shown the that one ranger, Dorso, about this, because she would be... Yeah, she's a fucking idiot. There's no other way to describe that. She is a dumbass. But that is going to be it for me today. Let's go see if we can find someone to raid, and we will finish up for today. Let me go over here and pull you up. Who have we got? Who have we got? Lots of people. There's still a lot of people playing Avowed right now. There's still a lot of people playing Avowed. Anybody I recognize? Not really. I don't know. I always feel weird about raiding, but I also feel weird not raiding. So I always end up doing it to somebody if I can. Let me see who's up right now. I always feel awkward about this. I don't know why. Just pick somebody and raid. Probably another VTuber, preferably. This looks interesting. I always feel awkward with it. I don't know why I feel awkward. It's just something you're supposed to do. Just raid into people. It's not supposed to be a big thing to think about, but all I end up doing is getting in my own head about this shit. And I don't know why. It bugs me. Now I just feel like now I just feel awkward as shit. I don't know why. I'm in my own head and I need to stop. I'm usually not in my own head. When I stream, I actually don't get in my own head and it doesn't bother. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to raid into Lucy Pyre because she's one of my favorite streamers and she's actually playing a video game right now. Fear and Hunger 2. I don't even know what that is, but it looks like an RPG Maker game. So we're just going to raid into Lucy. She is one of the reasons I got into streaming, so it only seems fair to go off and raid her. Thank you all for being here, Tenwin, Lord Brown Bear, and everybody else. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you all tomorrow for more Avowed, where we will probably have to go fight Lodwyn and her Inquisitors, because fucking hell, we cannot have nice things around the Church of Woedica. Thanks for that. All right. You all have a good one, and thank you all for being here. Have a great day.